let me actually, you guys keep discussing things. I will be right back. I gotta go throw out some trash. So, I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Did you finish already?
I finished my cheesy bread. I gotta move my mouse out of the way without touching my mouse. This is hard. I'm trying to hit the... You know what? I don't need to mute my mic. Fuck it. I'm just gonna...
Mice. Where the mice?
We stalk at night. We pray at night. Where the mice?
Where the mice? And then
so
Patton Oswalt voice, I'm the giant mouse that makes all of the food.
I am the giant man. I can't do a good Patton Oswalt.
Neither can I. Neither can Patton Oswalt.
Hey, it's time to wake up with the Foodlies.
So the first time I had Little Caesars, I was very, very desperate for something that was going to taste like Pizza Hut.
No.
And I got it.
Clearly didn't get that.
I didn't
No,
say you were
no,
Little
no.
Caesars.
Here's the thing. From humble beginnings, the first time you ever taste a Little Caesars pizza, it's magical. It's like, holy shit, what is this amazing concoction that isn't Pizza Hut but tastes like Pizza Hut? This is awesome. Then you have, like, half of the meal, and, like, I'm getting ahead of myself. Every time I order Little Caesars, it goes the exact same way. Oh my god, this looks fucking amazing. I'm going to devour this whole meal. Halfway into the meal, always halfway into the meal. 2 slices in, 5 cheese sticks in. Oh my god, I want to fucking kill myself. Why did I fucking do this? And the thing is, most fast food places don't leave me that destroyed. Little Caesars fucking crushes me every time.
Ooh.
It's like
Not so little, is it?
it's probably because I'm eating nothing but cheese. I mean, one of the things I like about
Yeah,
Little Caesars is they do stuffed crust, which I've never been a fan of until Little Caesars.
Really? I love Pizza Hut stuff. Well, I mean, we'll talk about it, I'm sure. But
But I mean, big fan.
yeah, I do. I will say though that I agree with you with like Little Caesars. Like, definitely, like after eating it, you're like, oh my god, I feel like a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
It's like
your stomach.
I would love to order Little Caesars by the slice, because then I can exactly determine how many I can eat. Like 2 slices of Little Caesars is great, but I order 4, so I'm like, of course I'm gonna eat all 4. What am I gonna do? Save it, reheat it in the toaster oven, so it's gonna taste like piss?
It is true.
And I always end up saving the cheese sticks. I have like 5 pieces of Italian cheese bread. The Italian cheese bread is solid. It really is. I'm realizing that Domino's cheesy bread is better.
Can confirm, as I'm currently
always
eating
is.
Domino's cheesy bread, it's probably better.
However, there
it
is
is.
one last thing to Little Caesars' credit. Little Caesars is currently the only place that I eat wings at. They have garlic parmesan wings. They are not bad. They are pretty good, actually.
I mean, if you don't like wings, then you're gonna have like definitely like a place that you enjoy them from. But like, it's just wild to me that out of all the places, it's Little Caesars.
Mind you, that's coming from him, and he would die for
Buffalo Wild.
He would
Wings.
die for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, B-dubs. Oh.
You know what? I realized as I was talking with Christian, we need to do this again for sit-down places.
Yes,
We do.
Because I want
Yes,
to
we
talk
do.
about B-dubs.
I do.
B-dubs will have to come up.
I definitely want to talk about
literally.
it.
And we don't even need to do a top 3. We
feel
can
like
just try to
B-dubs is
find
in our-
16
it's in our
things.
blood.
History.
The point is, I realized that Little Caesars is like, it loses a little impact every single time I get it. As the cycle goes, I have it, I'm like, all right, I don't need it for another year.
Like gonorrhea.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh,
Sure.
precisely.
So, if you guys don't want Little Caesars to get to the 16th spot, I understand.
I don't really care for Little Caesars that much.
I'm looking at the list
Never
here,
had it.
and like, I guess like Little Caesars, I wouldn't be upset if it.
I
got
wouldn't
to
be
the 16th.
upset, yeah.
But like, I guess like
Same.
there's stuff that I would rather talk about.
But like, I feel like leave it there. Like, let it fight. Let it.
I mean,
fight.
Because there's another factor in here that, like, I should probably make clear with one of mine that I don't think I'm going to get a lot of traction on with a lot of you guys, and that is Jersey Mike's, because this
it's a
is
sandwich place, right?
weird for me. It is. It is a sandwich place. It makes cold and hot subs. They are all over. I think they're in the New York area, I believe, and
Yeah,
they're all
there's
over
some in the,
South
there's
Jersey
some
as well.
around.
There's some around. Like I said, I've never been there. It's
Okay.
just like
Here's the weird
we're
part.
We're subway dominated around here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, Subway had the.
I
no.
like Quiznos. No, I don't.
Oh god.
Oh, you sad human being.
I'm lying.
Here's
I'm
the
lying.
weird part.
I've never
with
had a Quiznos.
Jersey Mike's, before it became a franchise, before it became everywhere, Jersey Mike's started in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, by the shore. That is where my mom grew up. Jersey Mike's was my mom's neighborhood sub shop. She'd go down the street, get some Jersey Mike's, bring it back. Her older brother knew the owner, and it went from being the neighborhood sub shop, Mike's Subs, to being a franchised monolith of not only the Jersey area, but also they're all over the country now. There's a Jersey Mike's in Yankee Stadium now. And so I put that on there just for the novelty of this is a good place that I can go to down the street from my house and get like good sandwiches. And it just so happened to be a place that my mom grew up with as an individual independent chain place. So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I get if you don't vote it in, it probably won't get in. But if I didn't put that in there, I'd be remiss.
You know what it is for me, Jordan, is I'm just not a big sandwich guy.
Okay.
That's
fine.
I used to get Subway a little often, but all I would ever do is get the roast beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge sandwich guy either, and that's the reason why Jersey's Mike is not going to have my vote personally.
That's fine.
But I respect this personal story behind it, and I think it's a wonderful honorable mention.
And I would try it. Guys, pitch Wawa to me. Why is Wawa such a big deal?
Because Wawa is like...
First of all, where I'm from, there's literally one every, 5 blocks. Like, they're everywhere by me. They have decent coffee. They have decent, sandwiches and subs and things. It's a convenience store that also has good food ready for you. I think it's every fall they do Wawa Hoagie Fests where, the sandwiches are cheaper. And there's different ones they have. Pretty good degree of sandwich, but also just decent forays into other hot foods. I honestly don't go to Wawa that often for hot food because, it's so oversaturated by me and it's not really much. It's lost its novelty. But yeah. I as a South Jerseyan, I do vouch for it.
Are we sure it's fast food?
Yeah, no, it definitely
is fast food
because it's like
you don't sit down there.
Yeah, you don't sit down, you don't get served. You go up to a kiosk and you order it, kind of like how Taco Bell has those kiosks.
Yeah. So
it's Wawa is speaking as someone who only really gets it on road trips when I'm going places. Wawa is great. Wawa's great. When you see a Wawa, it's like, oh, thank God, we have somewhere good for lunch.
I don't think I've ever even seen a Wawa, let alone had it.
Yeah, the gas aspect is nice too.
I personally think Jersey Mike's is a better sandwich, but I think Wawa is the better place.
I see.
Wawa has a better everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do they have besides sandwiches?
Breakfast food.
Yeah, I forgot to say that because I don't have breakfast. I sleep past it usually.
All day breakfast.
Yeah.
All day breakfast. Okay, so it's IHOP.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Do you guys like Auntie Anne's?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I like Auntie Anne's.
I gotta tell you, Auntie Anne's is fucking addictive as shit if you can find it.
Yeah.
They're in shopping malls by me.
I know, and that's the thing. You never set out to go to an Auntie Anne's, but if you find an Auntie Anne's, it's a good day.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Right. I used to go to a mall in Danbury, called the Danbury Mall.
Oh,
what?
Nice.
And the first thing you see when you walk in is an Auntie Anne's, and they always have free samples. So I just fucking go in. I take a couple of they're either cinnamon pretzels or they're pizza pretzels, and they pack so much butter into these things that it's fucking amazing. It's a good amount of crazy butter, you can overload something with butter and it could taste terrible. But Auntie Anne's is this fucking this buttery pastry that you just can't get anywhere else, and I fucking love it. I fucking had an Auntie Anne's point card, one of those sandwich cards that you get where if you get 10, you get a free pretzel. I fucking had that in my wallet. That's how committed I was to these pretzels. And I don't even like pretzels that much unless they're from here.
If I were to pick between two options here, it would be either Wawa or Auntie Anne's. Because Auntie Anne pretzels were always... Auntie Anne pretzels were my favorite thing when I was a kid and I was going on city trips. I would always get an Auntie Anne's pretzel. Every single time.
Right.
I'd always get one.
You can't walk by an Auntie Anne's and not get something from it.
Yeah.
And their pretzels, they're just built different, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They're not crunchy. They're nice, soft, and chewy.
And we're also sleeping on the cinnamon bites too, because those cinnamon bites are so good.
Oh yeah, no, I think I said that as part of the free samples.
No, yeah, you did, but like I feel like we didn't give them enough justice. You know what I mean?
Sure, the cinnamon bites are delicious. They take a little less butter and flavor for a little more sugar.
Which I'm okay with. If I'm in the right mood, I'm so okay with that.
We're between Wawa and Auntie Anne's right now.
Well, there's still two more we haven't really talked about.
Well, I don't think Qdoba's going to get any votes from anybody.
Well, what is Qdoba?
Yeah.
It's Chipotle. It's Chipotle-esque. It's it's a Mexican grill kind of deal. Qdoba, I know that that is like it's not just in Jersey. You can get it other places.
Well,
we have a few of them here.
I think. Yeah. But Panch, I haven't been able to find in many other places other than like Jersey.
Okay.
Which
fair enough.
saddens me because it's amazing. Like, the one thing that that Chipotle doesn't do that most people wish they would do is like once they have everything ready in the middle in the burrito, you wish they would just mix it around so you don't get pockets. You don't get like, okay, there's clearly hot sauce over here, but I'm going to lose that in a second in a couple of bites. Yeah. Pancheros, they mix everything around. You get like a good mix of hot sauce and beans go everywhere, and so you get a good variety of everything. Also, it's like really good quality.
That's problem with places like Chipotle.
They don't do proper mixing.
So Panch, you see them mix it out, and they have really good queso. They have really good like blue chips. They have good everything.
Okay.
So but I get it because most of you guys haven't had that, so it's probably not going to get any votes.
But it's an honor. It's an honorable mention nonetheless, and it's good to bring up. Sorry, I didn't include it on the list.
Anyway, Baskin Robbins, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know if Christian's had any. So I don't know if he.
Yeah, Christian has had to have had Baskin Robbins at some point.
Oh God!
Listen, if you're going to get Shane ice cream, you basically
Dunkin near us is a combination Dunkin and Baskin Robbins. It's like an inevitability.
That's the general thing is that Dunkin and Baskin Robbins had a deal long ago, so you'll find those two back to back like at all the time.
Yeah, we had one of those too.
So basically there are three hierarchy fast food ice cream places. You got your Cold Stone, your Carvel, your Baskin Robbins. And Baskin Robbins is obviously the best.
My favorite's Carvel.
My favorite is Carvel, bar none.
Really? See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Carvel. They specialize in soft serve. And I don't like soft serve that much.
Fair. That's very fair. I really like soft serve.
Same here. So soft serve is like my type of favorite ice cream.
And I also really like Cold Stone. I like all of them. I
like Cold Stone.
I really don't mind any of them.
I mean, listen, if Carvel is the only place around and everyone's saying we're going to get ice cream, I'll find something at Carvel. I'll get a fucking cookie puss if I have to.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have
you and your cookie pusses, man.
I will have. Tom Carvel knew what he was doing with the cookie puss. We're not talking about cookie puss. Okay, talking about Baskin Robbins. And let me just say, Baskin Robbins Oreo cookies and cream is the greatest ice cream ever.
Great.
I just got some yesterday. It's in my freezer right now. I'm going to have it soon. I cannot get enough of that stuff. And I didn't know that there were other flavors past vanilla that I would appreciate until I had Oreo cookies and cream.
I got like 52 of them, right?
You don't like chocolate?
I do not like chocolate ice cream, no.
Ooh.
No, I like milk chocolate. I like hard milk chocolate. I do not like chocolate ice cream. I'm not a big fan of chocolate cake. I don't really like it when chocolate does not start out as hard, basically. No, I think it becomes more bitter for me.
That's wild. I don't know.
I can't entirely explain it. I had a weird relationship with chocolate as a kid that I slowly worked out of through Oreos because it took me a while to realize that Oreos were chocolate too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. I'm like, well, this isn't real chocolate. And then someone was like, no, it's real chocolate. I'm like, really?
No, to be fair, like technically Oreos are vegan. Like there's no milk or anything in them.
You are right.
And like you wouldn't think like that cream in the middle wouldn't have some type of milk or dairy.
Yeah, so they're healthy.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say about Baskin-Robbins, and this is also from my upbringing, is that around here in South Jersey, there's a lot of really good independent ice cream chains. And so there really wasn't a need for me to go to Baskin-Robbins very often. And so that's really the one knock I have against it, is that, like, why
Yeah, you have the same situation that me and Jeannie have with maracas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And my thing with Baskin-Robbins is I have a very limited selection of what I would get from there anyways. But that's not so much a Baskin-Robbins thing as it is a me and ice cream thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fair enough.
So,
Christian, why is Baskin-Robbins the best ice cream place? Go.
What? I've never eaten at Baskin-Robbins.
Christian,
wow.
you can't do this to me!
That hurts, Christian.
You made us liars.
You made us liars, Christian.
Wait, when did you guys say I ate at Baskin-Robbins?
Oh yeah, didn't I start this by saying
that you probably had to at some point?
Yeah, you liars.
You know what, Clanky and Jeannie, I just don't know if I can be friends with you anymore because my friends don't lie.
I can't believe this is what straw that broke the camel's back was.
Oh, why don't you talk to those two anymore? They made shit up about Christian and Baskin-Robbins, and I just couldn't trust them. And they did it while holding a cookie puss in their hands.
Is Cookie Puss Baskin-Robbins?
No, Cookie Puss is Carvel. Point is that they're traitors. Listen, if Baskin-Robbins doesn't get on here, it's not the end of the world. But hard ice cream, Baskin-Robbins, good shit.
Oh, well, I like soft serve ice cream. So
what is it with you people in soft serve? It's already melted.
Love soft serve ice cream. It's great.
Well, soft serve is, again, it's the Jersey Shore, has good like soft serves and custards and things, and so that's why I like it so much.
Sorry, Taylor, you're outnumbered when it comes to soft serve and hard serve ice cream.
We're not doing ice cream is not on this bracket. So
I used to take the hard ice cream
hard
at
serve
home and like mix it into soup and then eat it that way.
Yeah,
Jeannie, I'm so mad
of you, and I accept that. That's okay.
I'm not mad that you do that. I'm mad that you specifically used the word soup.
Because I would do the same thing, honestly. Actually.
I used to have like as kids I used to have like bowls, like plastic bowls that had like a straw built into them, so that when I did that I would use the straw and slurp it out. Okay,
I hate that.
Memories of my life.
Oh, stop! I'm eating here, please.
This is why Baskin-Robbins sucks.
I have a confession to make. I also used to make ice cream soup as a kid.
Yeah, let's go. We all did it.
Listen, to be fair, it's not something I would do now. I wouldn't do it now. Like
I would do it now.
Ice cream soup now, but as a kid, like I can't. I have to. It is something I did.
No, I mean this is my thing. When a solid becomes a liquid, it's no longer fun to eat. All right. Well, clearly Baskin-Robbins is not going to make it on. If for any other reason, then I don't want to argue ice cream soup anymore.
So it's between Wawa and Auntie Anne's.
I would also like to put Little Caesars there, but if no one else agrees with Little Caesars, we don't have to.
Well, do other people want Little Caesars?
Let me put it this way. I have to figure out for myself if I like Little Caesars more than Auntie Anne's or not. I had it laid out in such a way that I like Little Caesars more than Auntie Anne's, and then I had Little Caesars again. If it makes the voting easier, I will let go of Little Caesars for Auntie Anne's if you guys want to. But I don't mind seeing if anyone would rather vote for it.
Yeah, the thing is that I'm okay with Wawa's, Little Caesars, or Auntie Anne's being there.
Yeah.
So if we have to drop Little Caesars,
yeah, because I'm only okay with Wawa and Auntie Anne's.
You know what? I think Auntie Anne's would be fun. I'm going to vote for Auntie Anne's.
Okay.
I'm voting for Wawa.
I'm voting for Wawa as well.
I'm voting for Auntie Anne's.
Jeannie, you're the tiebreaker.
I think I'm voting for Auntie Anne's.
That's totally fair.
Shit.
I thought you'd go Wawa. I'm surprised.
Down goes South Jersey.
You know what? Auntie Anne's making it on this bracket is the humble win here.
The thing that convinced me was when we were talking about like the great memories associated with getting Auntie Anne's. That's what sold it for me because I've never had a bad day where I've gotten Auntie Anne's.
That's true. It's you bite into it and you're like, you feel good, you know?
You'll never not get it, is the argument.
Yeah.
You go to an airport, you're sitting there, you're waiting for your plane, you get Auntie Anne's.
Cereal. Like, you would use them for cereal, and then you could drink the milk.
That is what they
I'm just built different, and I don't eat cereal.
Boy, this is a really fascinating game of auto chess.
Oh, yeah, no, I chose auto chess for the game here, so, yeah.
I didn't say stream, Christian, I said Steam, as indicative to Jordan's Steam.
Oh, fair.
Don't mention Steam.
I'm glad we all enjoy fast food, because we could find that, there's always that person that's like, fuck fast food, it's, disgusting trash, which, all of the stuff here is, but we don't care.
You die someday anyway, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I put in some of the more, I'm not a fan of a lot of the places on this list, but I can enjoy them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Jordan is a high-class
fast food. I go to all of these
foodie.
every day, but...
No, I mean,
I couldn't do McDonald's every day. No.
Have you seen Super Size Me?
Yes, that's why.
Yeah, it's almost like going to a fast food place 3 times a day and ordering the largest possible portion size isn't good for you, and maybe that has nothing to do with McDonald's individually.
It's, to quote Norm Macdonald, yet another hair-raising headline from the pages of the medical journal. Duh.
So,
also, the guy was a vegetarian, so
clearly, of course, he wouldn't like it.
You don't become a casual fast foodie. You just...
It was like a drug to you at that point.
It still is.
Yeah. Look, it's a drug to me, too, honestly, kind of. Like, I get fast food, like...
It can be.
Twice a week, and, like, oh, God. Well, twice a week at minimum. And just, oh, God, it's just intoxicating, honestly. 8 minutes on the timer. Round number 1 is Shake Shack versus Sonic.
Oh, boy.
Go.
Well, one of them is food, and one of them is a hedgehog.
Oh, will you stop it?
I'm sorry.
Here's my reference image.
Here's what makes this tricky. What makes this tricky is that my area of South Jersey doesn't have any Sonic in it.
Have you had it before?
I've never had Sonic.
Okay.
So, even if one of these wasn't one that I had put on the board, my voting interest would be swayed one way. Shake Shack, however, I like that place because it emerged out of like the behind the modern burger joint trend of the last 10 or so years, and managed to outlast a lot of the ones that were only like flashes in the pan by being just really good and having really good variants of burgers, really good crinkle cut fries, really good, everything, in my opinion. I mean, like, the one I usually get at Shake Shack is the Smoke Shack burger, which has really nice little spicy peppers on it, and just, I like how they're cooked. I like how it goes. There was one right near where I had improv classes in Philadelphia, and that was where the first Shake Shack I had was before they moved one to where I live. And I became a very big fan of it, like, slowly from there, and it's one of my favorite go-tos around the area when I need a good burger. Can't make it any more plain than that.
Can I say, it's very interesting that Shake Shack and Sonic are going up together against each other in the first round, because the reason why I go to Sonic the only reason why I ever go to Sonic is for the milkshakes. It is the only reason I go to Sonic. I get the chocolate milkshake every single time I go to Sonic. It is the best milkshake I think I've had.
I mean, you're not wrong, Christian.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
It's so good. Their fries suck. Their tenders were pretty good, but I can't remember the last time I had them. Their milkshakes are why I go there. I literally make it a point, like if I'm in North Babylon at any point, I'm like, I gotta find a way to get to Sonic. I gotta find a way to somehow get to Sonic, and get a shake.
I still live here, so.
You have Sonic so close.
Yeah, I know.
I like going to Sonic, and this is kind of weird. Like, I used to like the burgers there, but I've kind of, like, not liked them recently.
Yeah.
So, what I like from Sonic is the chili dogs. And I know how funny that sounds because it's called Sonic and Sonic the Hedgehog chili dog. But like, I genuinely love the chili dogs from Sonic. But besides that and the shakes, I can't really see myself ever going to Sonic. Like, if those two things were off the menu.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I went to Sonic a lot this semester because, like, I had a really stressful grad semester, and then, like, I'd come home from, like, school, and I'd be like, I just fucking want food, and, like, Sonic was just, like, convenient, in, like, a sense, so, like, I would just go there, and, like, I do, like, Christian's right, like, their fries do suck, but, like, I get their cheese fries, and, like, with cheese on them, they're not that bad, and then, like, Clanky's also right, because I used to like their burgers, but I don't really like them anymore. And, like, I get their mozzarella sticks, but I feel like that's not enough to, like, hold me down. Like,
Sonic has mozzarella sticks?
They have mozzarella sticks, and they're pretty good. But I really like Shake Shack. The nearest Shake Shack is, like, 30 minutes from me. So, like, I don't go there a lot. But when I studied abroad in London, we used to, like, walk, like, 30 minutes to get to the nearest Shake Shack because we wanted to go that badly. Like, I think I went to Shake Shack in London more than I've been to Shake Shack. Like,
isn't that how it always is when you're outside your own country?
I know. Yeah. I mean, there was a McDonald's like 5 minutes from our hostel.
Oh gosh, of course.
It was really bad. Yeah.
So I kind of have the opposite problem as you guys. I can never find Sonic. The only time I've had Sonic, I think maybe 2 or 3 times in my life total. I think every time was in Florida, and I have not had it in a very long time, so I can't really confirm if what you're saying about the food is correct or incorrect. I will say I fucking adored their burgers when I had them. I don't remember how I felt about the fries. I looked at the fries recently. They don't look like Taylor kind of fries. We'll talk about Taylor and fries later. It does interest me that mozzarella sticks and I forgot that hot dogs are on the menu too, because that, there's a very limited menu at most fast food establishments, so the more you're able to put on there, I think the more points in your favor. I think it's also worth mentioning Sonic is convenient. You don't have to get out of your car to eat Sonic. They will get on the roller skates and bring the food to you, and that's just nice.
At the expense of your car getting all messed up, probably.
Yeah, it's like a whole retro, like, oh, we used to do this back in the day in the 50s.
Yeah, the drive-in. Yeah, I love those.
It's like supposed to be like also nostalgic, which I know none of us are nostalgic for because none of us were born in the 50s. But...
Speak for yourself.
Wait, Sonic is a 50s place?
No, but I'm saying like it's inspired by like the 50s drive-in places and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I didn't get that at all. I just didn't think much of it, to be honest.
No, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like what it's supposed to be because like the roller skates.
No, you're almost assuredly correct.
Yeah.
Shake Shack, on the other hand, first time I had Shake Shack, I was not a fan. I was like, I had just gone to a Zelda escape room, and I was taking the train back. There was a Shake Shack in Grand Central Station. I'm like, all right, I'll get a burger. I'll get some fries. Not super impressed. I looked at the menu later, though, and I saw a couple of other things on there that I wanted to try. And one of those things is a fried mushroom.
Oh,
a fried portobello mushroom.
If you didn't bring it up, Clanky was gonna bring it up. So
I forgot about it. And I was gonna bring it up.
I think Clanky, you were there. You had it the first time with me, right?
The first time I ever had Shake Shack was when me and Christian visited you, and I got that mushroom burger, and it was fucking
good.
I love it
There's Swiss on the inside of it, right?
Here's my thing. Yeah. Without that mushroom burger, I'd probably vote for Sonic. But the thing is, that mushroom burger is the essential item whenever I order from this place. I get like up to 3 of them sometimes. And
they're so good.
They are really fucking good. The burgers I actually have started to like more because I get doubles now instead of singles because they are pretty skinny burgers. I'm not a huge fan of flat burgers. I like thickness in my meat.
Yeah, I get doubles. I get doubles at Shake Shack because I do agree. Like, I'm not a super fan of like the thinner burgers.
Right.
If it's a thicker burger, I can get I'll get a single, but if it's thinner, I probably want a double.
Right. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
They also have these chicken bites, little chicken nuggets that I've tried. They're not bad either. They remind me of a chicken nugget that's better than theirs. That is on this list, but they are good. So my go-to Shake Shack meal is some mushroom burgers. I get way too much. Like I said, when I do fast food, I do too much. So mushroom burgers, a double burger, chicken bites.
Oh yeah.
didn't get fries the last time I ordered from Shake Shack because I gotta be honest, the fries are waning on me a little bit. Like they're not bad, but they're just like frozen crinkle cuts. They're not the most special of French fries to me.
I like them.
I do like them, but I realize that I would enjoy my meal a lot more.
Like crinkle cut fries, but we'll talk about that when we get to White Castle.
Oh goodness!
I like crinkle cut fries just fine. I just think the fries are my least favorite part of the order, which is weird for me because we haven't done our favorite foods bracket, and I won't spoil anything. But French fries are a pretty big deal to me, and I'm going to say a lot of things that are going to make it sound like they're not a big deal to me, but it's because I'm a snob.
Yeah.
The point is, it ultimately comes down to a Sonic burger versus a Shake Shack mushroom burger. And when I have to make that comparison, I know what I want.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Does anyone else have anything they want to add before we vote?
Shake Shack also changes things up. Sometimes they'll have they'll occasionally have like, oh, here's a burger with shallots. Here's like a black truffle sauce you can put on your fries.
Like one time they had like seasoned fries and they called them hot fries. And one time I saw something on the menu. It was like, okay, would you like them regular or hot? And I'm like, okay, does that mean like right out of the fryers or just sitting out for 5 minutes? So I picked hot, not knowing they were seasoned. And I like seasoning, but my mom, who I was getting them with, was not prepared for the amount of firepower that were there, and I had her fries as well. So,
oh god.
I think the point is
we didn't mention it also, but the shakes from Shake Shack are really fucking good. So
it's a name,
obviously, but I feel like we should mention it because it's
no. Again, I didn't bring them up because, like I said before, I'm not a big shake guy. But yeah, I think again, if a fast food establishment can change up the amount of items you can get, even over the course of a year, that's a point in its favor to me because it has diversity. I think that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Clanky, my dude.
So, I believe Jeannie was the start of the voting order.
I am voting first. I am voting for Shake Shack.
Whoa.
One vote for Shake Shack. Clanky.
I will be voting for Shake Shack.
Okay.
It is my turn. I will be voting for Sonic.
Okay.
Really? Can I ask why?
The milkshakes are so goddamn good. I've gotten more mileage out of Sonic than I have out of Shake Shack. And I like Shake Shack's food.
You only had Shake Shack the one time, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there are some restaurants on here that I've only had 3 times that I put on my list because I like them so much in those 3 times that I had them. But Sonic, I've just gotten so much more mileage out of it, and I've never really had a desire to go back to Shake Shack.
No, I understand that. Mileage is a big deal.
Yeah. So, Taylor, your turn.
I just want to say, if I had Sonic more recently, it might be a harder decision, or it might be an easier decision. But I have Shake Shack pretty regularly, so I'm going to say Shake Shack.
Yeah. For posterity, my hands are tied because I've never had Sonic, but even if I had, I would probably still be voting for Shake Shack.
I give the 1 vote for Sonic. The rest goes to Shake Shack.
Yeah.
All right, round number 2. We have Domino's versus Dunkin' Donuts.
I have a correction. The name of the restaurant is now Dunkin'.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
No, he's right, Christian. You should know this if it's on your list.
I'm a nostalgist, so I say we keep the donuts, man.
Do you guys like donuts?
Yeah, I do.
I do too. But
I'm sorry, I was just kidding.
I'm so tempted to put just like a profanity in there. Just like
Dunkin', you asshole.
Just like Dunkin', fuck you. Like all right, ready, set, go.
It's tougher with these ones because the menus become so diverse that it's a matter of like what food do you enjoy more?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can I start by saying, in my ideal like day that I could live every day if there were no consequences, like if no actions ever had any consequences ever, I would wake up and I would eat Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast, and then I would eat Domino's for dinner. So,
mood.
Like, that's my ideal. That's my ideal life. Because Dunkin', I get Dunkin' every single week. I actually do go. I use it to practice driving. I drive over to my local Dunkin' Donuts, and I pick up the order that makes everyone hate me. I get like 6 hash browns, 6 orders of hash browns, and a chocolate frosted donut with a Coke. And I bring that back with me, and I get to eat it before I panic about, like, work stuff or something. I don't know. And it's always such a nice relief from the life that's going on. But Domino's, the memories I've had at Domino's, Clanky and Jeannie can testify, and so can Taylor and Jordan to some extent. The memories I've had with Domino's have been immense. Like, you all have seen me several times just devour cheesy bread.
You have apparently stolen Domino's from the rightful hands of other people.
Exactly. Apparently so.
We were all supposed to get 4 slices, and Christian took a bite of himself.
So it's a hard decision for me, but I'm going to let the rest of you talk now because I'm not decided yet.
I just want to say, first off, that no one will truly understand what it feels like to walk into a Dunkin' with Christian for, like, a breakfast order. And, like, you order, like, you're either in front of him or behind him, and, like, I'm not sure which is worse. Because you get, like, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and, like, you know, like, a donut or something. And then Christian...
Or the wake-up wrap.
Or, like, yeah. And then Christian's like, can I have... I remember the last time I went, I vividly remember, it was like he wanted like 2 wake-up wraps and like 4 orders of hash browns. And I remember the way that like the cashier like looked at him, like just for like a very quick moment. And in that moment, I remember, I think I just like turned around because I started laughing. It's just like, so it's even funnier to know that number has upgraded to 6.
Yeah, because I don't get the wake-up wraps anymore, so, you know.
So you've unlocked more hash browns.
Yeah, I more room for hash browns. Can
I just say, hash browns are great.
Dunkin's hash browns are great.
The hash browns from Dunkin' Donuts are delicious. I'm sorry, the hash browns from Dunkin' is delicious, but I just like I can't imagine that
6
much of
orders.
Well, I asked Christian. Christian told me this too, and I asked him like, that sounds very excessive, and he said, well, apparently like these hash browns are bite size.
Yeah.
Yes,
you can eat them in a bite.
They are.
But they're 4 hash browns per packet.
There's 6.
There's 6 6-piece hash browns.
Christian, why are you eating 36 hash browns?
Because
they're delicious.
You're going to become a hash brown.
They're so tasty.
I just want to say, I really do. I love Dunkin'. I mean, I love a good donut. I do like their breakfast. But man, I lived on Domino's in college.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little embarrassing almost, but like I feel like a lot of people did, but like there's almost no. I mean, like Domino's is one of those things that I feel like is like ingrained within me now. Like it's not like I always will say that like I really like Pizza Hut, but like I know that Domino's is my favorite like chain pizza place because it's like inevitable. Like, there's just no way that that's not true. Like, I had a Pizza Hut by my college, and I still got, like, Domino's delivered all the time. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like their pizza's good. The cheesy bread is divine.
Cheesy bread.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I like the cheesy bread a lot.
So, I have probably had Domino's more than any of these other things because I had it every Saturday, like, without fail for probably 3 years. There's a certain word that I think of when I think of Domino's, and it is the inclusion of or the lack thereof of this specific thing that determines whether or not my order from Domino's is a good one, and that word is garlic.
Mm-hmm.
See, Domino's has the most delicious garlic crust.
Yes.
In the history of garlic crust pizzas. The problem is they don't want to give it to you. I have ordered this pizza, a medium cheese pie, extra garlic on the crust, so many times, and at least 50% of the time, and you think I'm speaking in hyperbole, I'm really not. They infer that as no garlic.
What?
Maybe it's because they hate me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because one time they sent me the pizza with no garlic, and I literally sent it back.
Oh my God.
I send it back.
Fuck you, here's your pizza.
I mean, he asked if I wanted to do that, so it's fine. The point is, without this garlic crust, Domino's degrades from pretty good pizza with excellent cheesy bread to pretty mediocre pizza and good cheesy bread. Because Domino's pizza is fine, but it needs to be fresh. The sauce needs to be light because their sauce is not incredible. it needs to be made the right way. When you make it the right way, Domino's is incredible. The problem is they make it wrong so many times.
I've never had Domino's fail me, and maybe I'm just very lucky, but I have never had Domino's fail me.
I envy you, Jeannie. I really do.
Maybe it's because, I mean, I only eat cheese pizza. Like, I feel like there's like plain cheese. Like, I feel like you have to do something special to
Domino's, me too.
I mean, I just feel I feel like because you're ordering like the garlic crust, it's like my dad like always complains that like you like tell him like one thing special and like it's like they don't know how to like do anything anymore.
No, of course they fucking like I have to ask them to read the order back to me. They don't, they don't understand me half the time. And the thing is, the ham tossed pie is supposed to come with garlic on the crust.
Charlie Day just take over.
I just can't stress how many times like I set out for this delicious meal and like then my day is ruined. The day just sucks now because I'm having this dry crusted pizza.
That's why
it's that much of a deal breaker.
It reached a point where like I look at the box of a Domino's and if the box is not wet, I know they didn't put garlic on it.
Yeah. I want to give time for Clanky and Jordan to talk as well.
Of course, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, that rant was needed, I think.
Yeah. Honestly necessary.
And I do need to talk about Dunkin afterwards.
Right. Yeah. It's weird because like again, South Jersey has some pretty decent pizza places, but like as a kid when I was pickier, we did get a lot of Domino's, and because I got a lot as a kid, I have very nostalgic and good, wholesome memories revolving getting Domino's. We're a very topping heavy family, and so they've always been very good on the toppings. Always fresh mushrooms and fresh whatever you get.
Always fresh, never frozen.
Yeah. I enjoy Domino's despite knowing that it's bad pizza. I mean, obviously it's bad pizza. I mean, you can go down this.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's really good bad pizza. It's like, okay, obviously it's gonna feel like it's been sitting out for a couple days, or obviously it's not gonna be as well crusted as some like place you could go down the street in New York or whatever. But there's something about it that just tastes like the memories that I have of it, and it's always gonna taste like that. And even if it's gonna taste kind of off, like I do, it's just garlicky enough, and just it's tied to a lot of my memories, so I can't fault it for that.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about Domino's other than the $20 deal is probably one of the best fucking deals on this planet.
Oh, yeah.
2 medium, 1 topping pizzas, a 6-piece order of Parmesan bread bites, a 2-liter Coke, and an order of Cinesticks. I'm sorry, an order of Cinesticks and a 2-liter Coke for only $19.99. I know that message, by the way, because I was on the phone with their hold line so often.
Wow.
See, I'm sorry.
Complaining about the lack of garlic.
Also, like, whenever I mention the $20 deal, I'm just gonna go, say the line, Taylor, and then I
didn't do it.
Oh, and then my other favorite is the dilemma between choosing between cookie and brownie has come to an end. Introducing Domino's new marble cookie brownie, an irresistible. Thank you for choosing Domino's Pizza, Al Mayo. Every time they always pick up at that part.
Yeah, but like the $20 deal is incredible. It's such a good deal. The Meatza, it's their specialty pizza with just meat toppings, is so good. It should give you a heart attack when you look at it. And the lava cake. The lava cake from Domino's is so good, and I'm sorry to Dunkin' Donuts, but that lava cake alone trounces any dessert that Dunkin' has, and Dunkin' used to have donuts in their name.
So my thing about Dunkin' is I'm like Baskin Robbins with Dunkin' in terms of I have a very selective choice of things I want, but those few things are so good. See, my thing with donuts is if you glaze it and it's like it's not doughy, then I'm not a big fan. If a donut is not anything other than like cake-like in its texture, it's not very good to me. So Dunkin's old-fashioned is just like cake dough, and it's the best. Every time my dad and I get in the car, he'll go into Dunkin'. He'll bring me out an old fashioned or a croissant. I'm not picky. And it's the best. It's the best donut I've ever had. Second place being their jelly donuts, which has the best donut jelly. It's the only other kind of jelly I like other than polymer seedless raspberry. The fact of the matter is, I can get those things enough. I also started getting like donuts more than 2 at a time. And if you have more than 2 of those at a time, you really don't want to live. So it's tricky.
Can I say one thing really quick?
Yeah.
You're never disappointed when you go to a party and someone brings a box of Munchkins from Dunkin' Donut. From Dunkin'.
It's the best.
Sorry.
It is the best.
Oh, when I was in 2nd grade, I had to skip first period, and I would always because I had to see a physical therapist. I had just broken my leg, and we would always, whenever I was late, I would bring a box of Munchkins for everybody.
Wow, that's pretty dope.
But the thing is, awesome. You'd think that people would always be happy with you. Eventually, they got annoyed with me. They're like, donuts again?
They expect more.
Pizza this time.
Cheesy bread.
But yeah, it's Dunkin' doesn't disappoint. Is I guess like the thing that I can say. Yeah. Their hot chocolate is really good. Oh, yeah. Their donuts are still like pretty decently good.
I love them. They're great. They're amazing.
And like when I like really need breakfast in the morning and I have nowhere else to go, Dunkin' will always be there. They're always a decent place to get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. But I'm gonna vote for Domino's. Is my point. That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's get to the voting in that case. Let's do that because it seems like we're all ready.
Yeah.
Jeannie, you'll start us off.
Domino.
Clanky.
Domino's.
This was a really hard choice for me between Domino's and Dunkin'. But at the end of the day, I thought about the fact that whenever I finish Domino's, I always feel like a massive piece of shit. Like, I always eat so much of it so fast that I fill myself up to, like, bursting point, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, Little Caesars.
That's why it's a good party food.
Yeah.
Are you saying
everybody else can suffer
of doing it right now?
Yeah. This cheesy bread's sitting in my stomach like a rock.
Did you even eat the pizza, or did you not get a pizza?
I didn't get a pizza. I got cheesy bread and chicken. That's my Domino's order. So
okay.
Fair enough.
But Dunkin' very rarely makes me feel like that. Dunkin' is always a refresher, and that's why I gotta go with Dunkin'.
And never forget, guys, he gets 6 orders.
Hash browns.
Those 6
perseveres.
Every hash brown makes a difference.
Every hash brown is like a kiss from God.
That was good.
Jesus Christ.
Taylor, it's your turn.
Listen, man, it's like Domino's lets me down so much, but when it doesn't, it's so nice. I fucking have a Halloween tradition where I always order Domino's the last Saturday of every October and watch the same YouTube video just because I like the memories of how good the food tasted the first time I watched that video. I don't have that shit with Dunkin'. So even though Dunkin' is probably the relationship that will treat me better, Domino's is the relationship I'm always going to go back to.
Hey, Dad, I'm in a call.
Oh my God.
An abusive relationship with Domino's, guys.
It's okay. I mean, Dunkin' is Dunkin', and Dunkin' does Dunkin' things. But at the end of the day, I can name 3 or 4 better donut places. So you gotta go Domino.
Man, I'm pulling in the underdog stories here with this. Look at this. All right.
To be honest, Christian, I thought for sure you would go Domino's because you had Domino's for this event.
Well, I didn't feel like driving and getting it's too late for Dunkin' right now. It's
Dunkin'
too late.
delivers on Uber Eats.
Also, for the record,
it's too late for Dunkin' right now. And also, I am not paying Uber Eats for Dunkin' when I could drive there.
Let me just say, Christian, not only is it never too late for Dunkin', but you love having breakfast food at night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do, but I like having Dunkin' during the middle of the day. That's when I like having Dunkin'. White Castle versus Burger King. Timer's 8 minutes. Ready, set, go.
Can I start this one, please?
Yes.
So, I think I need to justify putting Burger King on here, and I understand.
Not really.
Really, Burger King is the one you need to justify.
Yeah.
listen, all right, White Castle. Listen, I'll justify that one too in a sec. But like, my point is that I understand that these are two gross picks that I really like.
I like it.
I just have to acknowledge that. But yeah. So Burger King. I think this will be controversial. I think it's my McDonald's. I prefer it to McDonald's.
It's a valid pick, honestly.
Jordan, I appreciate that a lot because I really feel like I'm the only person who feels that way sometimes.
Yeah.
I like Burger King. I really do.
Yeah, but all right.
Not more than McDonald's, but
if you guys are like okay with Burger King, then I feel like I should change ships and go to White Castle really quick because White Castle is fine. I'll admit it. It's a food that like I understand it's very gross, but when you're high, it changes your perspective on White Castle. And
they made a whole fucking movie about this, folks.
I guess, but
it's true. But you don't understand. It's true.
I know. That's why they made the movie about it.
It's so I really don't know how I can possibly defend White Castle if you've never had it high. But like, that's all I have to say about White Castle.
So, you want to go first, Jordan?
No, I was going to say the weird part is that White Castle is predominantly a Jersey food. It's really not many other places other than Jersey. And as the Jersey resident here, I've never had White Castle. I know there was one by where my grandmother used to live in Monmouth. There was one at the Monmouth Mall, I think. If you're into that sort of thing, great. I mean, White Castle, it is of lore. I have friends who would go there, maybe just more the novelty of it. Burger King, I'm kind of with you, Clanky, because when I was a kid, like they would try stuff and they would be really cool. I remember, this is a really niche memory, but they, for like one of the Rugrats movies, they came out with like vaguely Rugrat shaped chicken nuggets, and they were really, really good because they seasoned their chicken nuggets a little bit. They also had really good chicken fries. They had really good thicker fries. I liked what they did with their burgers. They have more like out of the box ideas than McDonald's. I think that leads to more like success with me, at least in that age where I was eating a lot more fast food. So I'm with you there, honestly. I
really do like Burger King, and like, it's gonna be a tough vote for me, I guess, is my point.
Not for me. All right.
It's not a tough. I mean, okay, I don't mind Burger King, so it's like that's actually really funny, Jordan, because I like was of the opinion that like White Castle was gross, probably until like 3 years ago, if even like. So I had never even really had it, but I also don't really like Burger King. I'm like better with it now, but. I used to hate their fries, and their burgers are good. I'll give them that. But their fries are better now, but they're definitely like my least favorite of like the major fast food places. Okay. And like he knows my bias, which I feel like is why he immediately went to defend Burger King, because that is what he is naturally used to doing. It's like a natural defense mechanism.
Yeah, fair enough.
You really don't need to defend Burger King all that hard for me. Because Burger King used to be one of my favorite places. It was a place that I was actually allowed to walk to during my school's lunch hour at private school. You get the Burger King crown. Everything was great about Burger King. They had sliders at the time. That was great. I think their burgers still are really good. They're the closest thing to tasting like a real hamburger, which is a good and bad thing with fast food. I don't think people are as into their fries anymore, actually, Jeannie. That's interesting. I think people think their fry recipe has gotten worse.
Really? I feel like it's gotten better.
I don't know if I agree. That's just the common opinion.
Fair enough.
White Castle, on the other hand, I have had at the restaurant once. And it is somehow... I really don't go into it thinking it's going to be disgusting, but I walked away from that meal miserable. Somehow, every single hamburger is wet.
Yeah.
And it's not me. They're just always wet.
The fries, really you can't go for the burgers. It's unfortunate because that's what they're known for.
Well, see, here's the thing. I also have White Castle every single Tuesday because I order White Castle sliders frozen. And if you have
like the ones you get from the grocery store.
Yes. And if you heat up some frozen White Castle sliders, problem solved. Now they're delicious.
Yeah, now they can be good. But does that count?
That's the thing. I don't ever want White Castle. I only ever want the frozen sliders.
I think you cracked the code, Taylor. I think when you're high, you don't notice the wetness of the burgers, so they're just still as delicious.
It's a disguise.
And that's my thing, man. Beyond those burgers, White Castle is one of the, I'm pretty not picky when it comes to fast food, and White Castle managed to gross the shit out of me. I felt miserable afterwards. I like Burger King a ton, though. Quick story. These two kids I know, back at private school, they didn't have a car for the Burger King drive-thru, so they took a shopping cart and rode inside of it and went to the drive-thru. And the guy goes, "What did I say? Only cars." And he goes, Sir, this is very important. Do you want my money?" And then he called the cops.
Well, okay. They tried. I
don't think Burger King is as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
Burger
King was always one of the big three to me as a kid.
Same.
It was like second place from one of the other places on this list. I think there's nothing on Burger King inherently bad.
Well, there's not much for me to go to town on. I fucking hate White Castle and everything about it. And I think everything there tastes fucking disgusting, including their burgers loaded with the fucking onions, and their wet, soggy-ass onion-covered burgers, and their stupid-ass onion rings that with the taste like fucking nothing. And their fries aren't even that good. I got sick every time I ate at White Castle.
Fries didn't make me sick.
Their chicken rings are also terrible.
Yes.
And Burger King, I honestly didn't really like Burger King that much until I think this year when I tried the Bacon King for the first time.
That's my go-to meal at Burger King. I love the Bacon King.
Yeah, I tried the Bacon King for the first time, and now suddenly I'm a Burger King fan. So yeah, I fucking hate White Castle and Burger, and it can go suck an egg.
Also, Burger King has toys.
Yeah, they had really cool toys back in the day too.
I don't often like to let that go off.
I can't believe you hate White Castle that much.
It got me so sick every time I ate there. Like, at least Taco Bell tasted good. Anyway.
You know what it also is, Clanky, is White Castle looks so much better than it actually is.
Yeah.
And presentation being betrayed by that is a big deal.
It has the theming. Does anyone else have anything, anyone who hasn't talked as much have anything they want to add before we go to voting?
I just want to say, I don't have a bias against Burger King. My grandfather loves Burger King, and Clanky can attest, I love my grandfather. So it's not a bias. It's just I don't know. I have, as you'll see, my tastes are particular.
I thought you were going to say he runs a Burger King.
No.
Your grandfather is the Burger King of lore.
Doesn't run a Burger King.
Okay, the last thing I'll say, if we want to go off of ad campaigns, maybe you can give it to White Castle.
Have breakfast with the king.
And you wouldn't give it to Burger King?
I would give it to Burger.
Burger King literally made video games. Burger King still wins. Jeannie, your vote.
I'm gonna be in the minority vote this time. It's White Castle.
Okay.
Clanky, your vote.
I need to, before I vote for Burger King, which I will do, I just need to say that, like, you guys are really mean to White Castle.
White Castle was mean to me first.
White Castle was mean to my fucking gastrointestinal system.
Exactly, that's what it does. Yeah.
I'm also going to vote for Burger King, unsurprisingly. Right. Taylor.
Clanky, I wanted to like White Castle, and I didn't. Burger King.
And Jordan.
Gotta give it to BK. Sorry as a New Jersey resident, but BK has some pretty good stuff.
We are pretty not split in any of these votes.
No.
So, next round is going to be interesting.
These next two are going to piss me the fuck off.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're gonna get heated here. Taco Bell versus Pizza Hut. 8 minutes on the timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
So just put yourself away from nostalgia and anything and drunkenness and anything. One of these two is good food. The other one is not.
But the problem
and which one is that, Jordan?
I think it's very obvious which is which.
I have to make sure.
Pizza Hut has always been. It was one of those places where, at like Little League, the end of the season, we'd all hold up at a Pizza Hut and get a bunch of pan pizzas. It would be delicious. It's also a nostalgic element of back then. They had a jukebox and all these little games and things that you could play. The nostalgic element from the 1980s was still intact in the early 2000s. The pizza was great. The stuff was great. I don't know. I forget if they were appetizers, but it was all really good and always piping hot. I would get burned in my mouth on it.
I'm scared that you're using the word "was."
No, it still is.
Okay.
I have a lot of nostalgia towards it.
Okay.
Taco Bell isn't food.
Hold on.
I didn't think you'd be in my corner.
You know it to be true.
I'm gonna quote a favorite streamer of mine when I say that the cheesy gordita crunch is one of the best menu items on any fast food place. Period. Full stop.
Serve it to a Mexican and they bawl.
No, they will not. No, they will not, because the cheesy gordita crunch is scrumdiddlyumptious.
Taco Bell is
rolling in his fucking grave.
Taco Bell is probably
he didn't have good taste.
Taco Bell is probably the lowest refinedness to any fast food place ever. But the reason why I even ended up putting Taco Bell on my list was because I think Taco Bell, despite the fact that it's trashy, is fucking delicious. It's like
absolutely agreed. Full stop. I agree.
It's like
I love both of these things, and I think it's hysterical because the nearest Taco Bell to me is a combination
of Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. Right. That's. I was amazed that these two made it on together.
Yeah.
They're like a Dunkin' Baskin deal.
Yeah. It really is.
So, I mean, you can continue, Christian. I just had to.
Oh, I don't have much else to add. I think Taco Bell has some of the best fries ever, though.
The Mexican place shouldn't have fries.
I think the nacho fries were good when they started. I think the last time they brought them back, they were gross. So
I don't know.
Still, cheesy Fiesta potatoes are bomb as fuck.
Yes,
and they
absolutely.
Like
what are you doing?
And I died and went to heaven. So, and I also have a little bit of nostalgia because I used to go to Taco Bell and like eat with my dad like every like Thursday or whatever. But like, I acknowledge it's like gross or whatever, but when I go to Taco Bell, I know what I'm getting into. And I know I'm not gonna feel good.
And we haven't talked about the Baja Blast. That drink is beautiful. Yummy in my tummy, Jordan. It's so good.
You all need Jesus.
I need to back up Jordan a little bit.
I really love Pizza Hut. The problem is I don't have a Pizza Hut really near me, so
but
it's
that shouldn't matter. It's about the food, not location.
Well, I mean, in the sense that like I don't go to Pizza Hut as much because it's not near me, so like I don't get it as much. But that being said, when we went to Disney, we ordered it to our hotel room twice in a 1 week period. So clearly that doesn't mean anything to us. And the stuffed crust pizza is fucking delicious.
It is really good.
It is.
Stuffed crust pizza is so good.
So this is a hard decision for me, but I will fight for Taco Bell because Taco Bell is not. I mean, it is garbage, but it's good garbage.
I need to say, you guys sitting here justifying why the food that tastes like garbage is better, and we're all in it seems that we're all in agreement that Pizza Hut is actual quality food. First of all, let me just say I don't like tacos, and I'm sorry. I like taco meat a little bit, maybe the shell. I don't want a single ingredient other than that. I just want the meat. And to me, a fast food place that makes tacos has never made a ton of sense to me, because I feel like a taco requires a special level of care that if you get in a fast food style, it's weird. I've never had it. I just know that I don't want it there, because tacos come with dressings and mixes and all of these things I don't want.
Or you just get a taco that I get. The plain beef taco with cheese.
Oh,
perfect.
I don't want the cheese.
Yeah.
I don't want the cheese.
Well, take out the cheese. You don't need it.
Well, then what's the fucking point, man?
It's beef. It's delicious beef.
It's not really beef, though.
Go to Taco Bell. Get beef. Yeah, because that's what I want.
You need a sign on the top that just flashes beef.
From fucking Taco Bell. All right, listen. Instead of bashing Taco Bell, I'm going to praise Pizza Hut. Because here's the deal. We talked earlier about how Domino's is not very good pizza, but it's reliable. Pizza Hut is actually good pizza. You don't need to do anything special to make a Pizza Hut pizza taste good. Okay? I didn't even associate it as fast food for such a long time because the fact of the matter is, Pizza Hut is my favorite pizza. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't care if that makes me a plebeian trash or a fuck maggot. I don't care if you think that me using the word fuck maggot is weird.
It's my favorite punk band.
Josie and the fuck maggots, everybody. All right.
Josie and the fuck maggots.
Here's the deal. Pizza Hut has always been like a white whale to me. It's like it's always so close, and yet I can never reach it. I always have one nearby, and then one by one, they all close down. But whenever I can get it, it's like I've dipped into heaven. It's like the pizza, man. That first bite is so magical and special, and it manages to continue that way throughout the entire meal. It's also good reheated, and reheated pizza sucks. It really does. It never tastes good, and Pizza Hut is the first place that taught me that crust can have value. It taught me the difference between a thin slice and a thick slice. And what's most interesting to me is Pizza Hut is constantly changing it up. They constantly make additions. Like, I don't think stuffed crust was always a thing even. They tried it, it worked, and they're always trying things. For better and worse, I hear mixed things about the Cheez-It pizza, but I still really want it.
Cheez-It pizza?
They had a fucking
have a Cheez-It moment, and I did have something Cheez-It, and I didn't like it, to be honest.
Well, whether or not I liked it, it sounds incredible. And their breadsticks, like, you know, there are other places for your cheese-based breads and your, like, fast food breads. But nonetheless, a Pizza Hut breadstick, man, moi. And also, we need to talk about visual. We need to talk about the visual aid. A Pizza Hut pizza just looks better than a Domino's pizza. Or a Papa John's pizza. But we're not talking about Papa John's
fuck
pizza.
Papa John's.
Papa John's is fucking trash.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm glad we can all at least agree that Papa John's is poopy.
It's true.
Yeah, fuck him.
And Papa John's is the pizza I used to like. That's like the pizza that like my dad used to get a lot as a kid, and like we eventually like converted to Domino's and then like stayed that way.
No,
and,
like, if Little Caesars
never
is
looked back.
If Little
And I have
Caesars,
no nostalgia towards it whatsoever. Like it's bad.
if Little Caesars is a poor man's Pizza Hut, then Papa John's is a poor man.
Yeah, that's a great line.
I mean, he is a poor man now that he lost most of his job.
The point is,
we're in final thoughts, by the way.
It's not just all that. It's the atmosphere of a Pizza Hut. You feel, you come in, you smell the pizza cooking. You get a good feel for the ingredients. You sit down in these nice, comfy booths. I used to they have buffets. You can go to a Pizza Hut buffet, have all the pizza you want. That's where I first had mushroom pizza. I developed an affinity to mushrooms. There was a fucking Pizza Hut potluck at my Jewish family congregation, and someone brought mushroom Pizza Hut, and it was the only Pizza Hut, and I was so desperate for Pizza Hut that I had it even though I didn't think I would ever like mushrooms. I'm so desperate for Pizza Hut that I'll do most anything to have some, even fucking take my gang to a fucking Pizza Hut Express in fucking Penn Station that I thought is a sit-down pizza place. I'll get into fights with my friends over it, and then some guy is going to come and try and rob me. But it was worth it.
All right.
Because it was Pizza Hut.
Taylor, I thought I gave you your money back.
No, I mean, you were there. You know what happened.
Yes, I tried to rob you drunkenly.
Well,
I said, Taylor, I love you so much, but give me all your money. We're never playing Trash Bandicoot Racers again. Now give me your money and I'm leaving.
I can't.
All right. So, does anyone have any last thoughts before we go on to voting?
Yes,
use your brains.
Is better than Taco Bell.
Use your brains, people.
Jeannie, you're going to be the swing vote here. I can tell.
All right, Jeannie. It looks like it's your turn to vote.
Like I said, I mean, I'm gonna vote for Taco Bell because I know that Pizza Hut's gonna get the votes.
Well,
I do like Pizza Hut, but I really do love Taco Bell too.
Clanky.
I'll just say it again. The Cheesy Gordita Crunch is the single best menu item on any fast food restaurant menu. it's going to Taco Bell.
You know, one thing about Taco Bell that I noticed a lot that happened often was they would always fuck up my order. I'd always ask them without cheese or lettuce, and they would and so much when I was a kid, they would oftentimes fuck it up. But nowadays, for some reason, now that I'm an adult, I can't remember the last time they ever fucked it up.
They have fucked it up. How many times has Pizza Hut fucked it up, Christian?
Well, I haven't been to Pizza Hut nearly the same percentage of time, so the math is kind of off. In fact, Pizza Hut is so out of my radar right now that I don't think I've eaten in a Pizza Hut since we went to that one in Penn Station. So,
to be fair, but that doesn't matter to me.
And it doesn't really matter to me either. But I'm still voting for Taco Bell anyway, even though I had a Pizza Hut every day when I went to work, when I worked at a supermarket.
Wow.
I got Pizza Hut, every personal pan pizza every day, and I loved it.
Guys, that speech I just gave, I could have written that speech, you know. That's how fucking passionate I am about Pizza Hut, and you guys have all taken that passion, and you have shit a big piece of Papa John's on it.
A big piece of Papa John's.
I love how Papa John's is universally just regarded. And Taylor, it is your turn, by the way.
Oh, what do you fucking think, Christian?
Taco Bell it is!
I hope you're proud of yourselves.
Jordan.
I hope you're proud. I'm giving Pizza Hut a sympathy vote. I hope you're proud of yourself.
And Christian, if you fucking count me as Taco Bell, we're done as friends.
I did not count you as Taco Bell.
Oh, thank
Jordan
you.
And I will come back for Pizza Hut in the losers bracket.
You know, it's very funny considering what happened that day at the Pizza Hut that I still vote for Pizza Hut to this day. You know, that proves friendship is stronger than anything.
Of course. And now let's break the friendship over this next one.
Five Guys Burger and Fries versus Auntie Anne's. 8 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, go.
Can I go first? Because I'm the only one who has anything to say. Because if I'm not here, you guys are just gonna vote for Five Guys, and it's gonna be over with.
Sure.
We're probably going
Five Guys? Is that the vibe I'm getting?
Listen. I already know Five Guys is going to win, and that's why I didn't want to do this bracket. I'm not a huge fan of Five Guys, and it comes down to one very specific thing. I don't like their fries. I do not like Five Guys fries. Here's my thing with French fries. I don't like when people leave the skin on a French fry, the dark skin. It completely takes over the flavor of the fry. It is all I taste.
No, it doesn't.
It does to me, my friend. The colder it gets, the worse it is. I hate them. It's my curse with a French fry. I'm so pissed. I'm so stingy with my French fry. If it's not golden, then it's just not worth my time. And it just comes down to I don't like Five Guys fries. I know the presentation style. I know you can drink them in a cup. I know they load the bag up with extras, so you have a bag full of bonus fries. I get it. But I don't like them. And if I'm going to a fast food place and the fries are not the best thing on the menu, and then it's just hard. All right? Their burgers are good. I enjoy them. Yeah. I don't enjoy them more than most of the places on here. I just think they're fine. I like that their hot dogs are on hamburger buns. I think that's funny. They even have grilled cheese, which is interesting. But that's it. You go to a Five Guys, you get your burger and fries, and everyone is obsessed with the burgers and fries. So listen. Rather than you guys sit here and tell me why I'm wrong about the fries, why don't we just vote now?
I don't want to vote now because I just want to talk about how much I love Five Guys burgers and fries.
I think you'll have other opportunities as we go on.
Can I give one personal anecdote? Since we do have extra time.
We can do those, yeah.
Yeah. I have a personal anecdote of when we were in our senior year of high school. I remember at one point me and a few people, we had went to Five Guys. I believe Jeannie and Clanky were there. While we were eating Five Guys, while I was eating my burger, a crown came out of my mouth.
Fuck.
And suddenly I only had a half a tooth.
And then he was royalty. Oh
yeah.
That happened to my mom at Shake Shack once.
Really? It had to happen.
Are you sure it was your tooth, Christian? Are you sure you didn't just find a tooth?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I'm not really in the business of eating other people's teeth.
Late.
I'm not some sort of a Soulsborne tooth fairy or anything like that. But And you know what? I fucking finished the burger. It hurt so bad, but I finished the burger because it tasted really, really good. And I was like, wow, that burger, that left a lasting impression on me, that I went through extreme dental pain to eat a fucking burger.
Yeah.
And that's why, one of the reasons why Five Guys Burger and Fries is so high on my list.
I mean, I love Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auntie Anne's is still delicious.
Auntie Anne's is so good.
It
Auntie Anne's is great.
I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not good. I think it'll have a good run in the losers bracket.
I'm happy Auntie Anne's is on here, but whatever got on here, I knew was going to lose. So,
like, I feel like I need to get Auntie Anne's tomorrow somehow. I need to find it.
You just need to go to a day, have a day in the mall, and then you just get Auntie Anne's after you leave.
you don't go to Auntie Anne's. Auntie Anne's goes to you.
It's true.
That's not true. Otherwise, I would have had some. I can't even find someone who's like, yeah, Five Guys is okay. It's all or nothing with Five Guys. Every single person I've ever met is like, this is the epitome of fast food. It is God tier. I don't know why we even are talking about other fast food establishments because it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, I don't think Five Guys excels at anything other than putting fries in the bag, which I think is cool.
I disagree. I think not only are the burgers delicious, the fact that, like, the default is a double burger, and you have to specify a little burger if you don't want a double.
Yeah.
The bacon on top of the burgers tastes delicious. I love the fact that the cheese is basically, like, melted on the burgers, so, like, it's infused in cheese when you're eating it. And, Taylor, I'm sorry. I get it. You don't like the potato skin on the fries, but you and I are not the same.
I love
No,
it.
everybody, all of my friends think I'm crazy.
That it's, like, the perfect amount of salt, and as you were describing, like, the fries and what they looked like and everything, dude, I went in the bag of Five Guys that I had and started eating more of the cold fries because I loved them that much.
Good for you. And how were they?
They were scrumptious.
I'll tell you how powerful Five Guys is. Back in the day in my hometown, the king of going to a burger place was Fuddruckers. Our Fuddruckers was high and mighty, and I loved that place.
Never had it. Interested in trying it.
So good. And then in around like 06 or 07, the Five Guys moved in across the street from it, and within a year, the Fuddruckers was gone.
See,
so
Five Guys
so many people flocked to Five Guys, and now there's like 5 or 6 in this area. That it was so powerful, it cleaned up a place that had been there for years. I love everything that place does. I mean, the one knock against it, I will say that it can be a bit greasy, and I don't have it too often. But I think the burgers are excellent. I love that you can customize what you want on it, so I can get like things like jalapenos on it if I wanted, or not
mushrooms.
lettuce.
They have mushrooms on them too.
And mushrooms, fried mushrooms.
Let me say again, I do like the burgers. I just think there are better burger options.
I guess that's where I disagree. I would maybe say that like Burger King has pretty good burgers as well, but I think ultimately my favorite burgers at a burger joint are Five Guys burgers and fries.
Yeah, because it's a burger.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not the fries. I still love the fries, but you could convince me that like McDonald's fries are better.
Well, they are.
We'll get there.
We will get there. We will get there. But still, I genuinely love the burgers from Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
I enjoy them. I just listen. If someone says we're going to Five Guys, I'm not gonna not go. I'll go. I'll get a burger. I'll enjoy it. But I'm always going to be left disappointed because I can't enjoy the fries. Not being able to enjoy French fries at a place is the worst. It is a curse that has followed me all my life, that I love French fries so much, but only when they're made the right way.
My thing is that I don't see a problem with their fries.
Yeah, and I don't think it's one of those things where it's like the people who like skin on their fries and people who don't like skin on their fries will never agree.
Yeah, no, I knew as soon as I said it, everyone's going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Which, it's weird. I don't know why I'm so alone in this thinking. I don't know why I've never met someone who understands me. Because it makes all the sense in the world to me.
You will. Does anyone have any final thoughts before we vote?
I like Auntie Anne's.
So do I, but look what we're dealing with.
We'll talk about Auntie Anne's.
Draw a line in the sand. You don't have to fucking line. You say, what are you willing to put up with today? Not fucking this.
We'll have time for Auntie Anne's in the losers bracket. For now, the voting order has shifted. It is now Clanky's turn first.
I am voting for Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
I am voting for in my opinion, Five Guys Burgers and Fries has the second best burgers of any fast food place ever.
Ooh.
So, that's my opinion.
That's my opinion.
What are you? Taylor, your turn.
I vote for Fuddruckers.
Hey, I would have voted for them too if they were in this.
Which one is that, Taylor?
I vote for Auntie Anne's.
Jordan.
Taylor, I'm very sorry, but
It's
I cannot
fine.
not vote for Five Guys.
And Jeannie for posterity.
Five Guy Gar Fry.
No, Jeannie, vote for Auntie Anne's. It'll be funny.
It'll be so you'll epically own the Five Guys fans.
Yeah. Five Guys epic fail.
Jesus.
You know what? I gotta tell you,
Top Advocate voted for Auntie Anne's.
I'm looking at the rest of this bracket. I'm like, the first 3 rounds were like good, casual fun, and now I'm just looking at the rest of this, and it's like, now I have to fight.
Well, for this next one, I really you guys will be convincing me. It's Nathan's versus Chipotle. Timer's at 8 minutes. Ready, set, go.
Can I start? Again? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I know I started before, but I want to start again.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I do not like Nathan's.
Oh no.
Whoa.
There's gonna be a fight within the room.
I think
Whoa.
that Nathan's.
He left. He left.
What?
He's back.
You know, you're
Taylor
just
and
not,
I agree, and I'm gonna fight. There's
You're-
gonna be a fight in the room.
you're just not a good person, Clanky. I'm sorry to tell you. Just like you were born incorrectly.
I think the fact that Nathan's has the audacity to charge $8 for a shitty hot dog and
What
fries.
are you talking
It's-
about?
They're
First
good
of all,
quality dogs,
first of
man.
all, that's
Come
just
on.
not true.
Their hot dogs are not worth the price.
That's objectively, my dad would fight you on that.
You're just incorrect, man. Okay. And if you want,
eat hot dogs, but I would
they
probably fight.
They
you.
taste like the hot dogs that you get at your school lunch for $2.
What is
Oh,
wrong
hell.
with you? Who hurt you?
Well, that's because they said they served Nathan's hot dogs. You're associating with bad memories from high school.
That means I've eaten Nathan's a lot, and it was bad every single time I ate it.
Shut up! All of you, shut up!
That's because they said they served Nathan's hot dogs, and it was probably just like the shitty ones they got from BJ's. And
You guys are
properly.
fucking
Yeah, it's
privileged.
not like the ones they have at the shops.
And by the way, they probably bought frozen hot dogs, frozen Nathan's from the grocery aisle, and those aren't the same.
No.
Same.
I listen. I don't even like really. I've been to Chipotle maybe a few times, and they're good. They're all right. I just can't, in good conscience and faith, vote for Nathan's.
Can you like just take him away from the mic? Can you just like not let him have it?
I guess my thing is like I said, I don't like hot dogs like at all. So like for me it's not even like I like the fries, like their burgers I could leave them. But you know, if
They got a lot better. Let me just say, I had one recently. I had a Manhattan burger, it's a double burger, with all the fixings. It's pretty solid.
It is. When it's made right, it's pretty okay. You know, I really like their fries. So I feel like even just like ignoring the hot dogs, I feel like everything else is pretty okay.
And let me just say,
I don't know what's your problem.
Let me just say, I just made a big case for me and the potato skin fries, and that still stands as a huge statement. But somehow Nathan's manages to be the only exception in the world to that rule, where somehow the thickness and saltiness of the fries actively make it so you don't just taste potato skin, and they're incredibly delicious.
It's like a unique experience. They're very good.
I do agree. Nathan's fries are good.
You cannot have a fry that tastes like Nathan's.
I think that Nathan's fries taste mushy and gross.
Again, you're wrong.
It's
They
replicating the Coney Island experience.
And
whether
the
you like
Coney
it or not.
Island experience is one that I truly do not care about.
Oh, fuck it.
Let's take a pause from Nathan's for a second.
If you guys want to beat the shit out of me after this is over, I get it. I
could. I really could.
Yeah, Jeannie, you're
Jeannie,
in
if you don't
proximity to
break
do
up with
that.
him at the end of this, I'm going to do it for you.
Let's take a pause from
Mikey, I think we
Nathan's.
should see other people.
I suppose it would be valid, but I'm sorry,
Listen,
gang.
I've only
I'm really
ever
sorry to
had.
disappoint.
I've only
You're
ever
gonna
had.
vote for Chipotle. Like you're so like.
Yes, I will, in good conscience, vote for Chipotle, knowing that I'm not getting a fucking school.
Clanky, I put Chipotle on this fucking list, and I don't think I'm even voting for it.
Well, I wanted to give you, Jordan, a chance to actually talk about Chipotle.
Well, here's the thing. I put Chipotle on here because I wasn't going to be able to sell you guys on Qdoba or Pancheros or any of the other places that do the same things but do it maybe a little bit better. Chipotle, I think, is good because it adds customization, and like you could go to Chipotle a million times and no two burritos would taste exactly the same because of the human element of it. You can go to McDonald's or Burger King, whatever, and there'd be like assembly line quality of like how all of those will taste down the line. But Chipotle, there's different things, different elements, and some sauces could be hotter, and sometimes you go and some could. But no, I like Chipotle because it's so customizable and because just you get those so many layers of taste. And also, I think Chipotle, of all the burrito places, has the hottest hot sauce, and you gotta really like contend with the spice.
Jordan does like to hurt his bowels. I know that.
No, I love spicy food. I could go like 10 rounds of spicy food, and I think that Chipotle's hot sauce is the hottest of them, and I think it works really well. All that being said, like I still might be going with Nathan's inevitably because I don't know if you guys remember. No, you don't remember because this was pre you guys, but my freshman year of purchase,
they had Nathan's, right?
Nathan's was in the place of the grill, and I could get Nathan's fries whenever I wanted. I could get Nathan's dogs whenever I wanted.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of that.
And it was pretty dang tasty. So, and also
you lost the right to speak.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
At Nathan's, what else is there to eat besides fries and hot dogs?
They have onion rings. They got chicken fingers.
Yeah, and good chicken fingers.
And more often than not, they're like they claim it's a different restaurant, but it's like how Virgil's is a different restaurant from Carmine's. They have like this seafood place built into it.
Arthur Treacher's fish fingers.
Yeah, so you can also get fried fish and other fish related goodness.
Yeah. Also, Nathan's also does like corn dog nuggets, like these little pockets of hot doggy goodness that are very, very good. Those are delish.
I had a Nathan's that delivered to me, and then as soon as I delivered from it, they refused to ever do it again. So I haven't had Nathan's in a little over a year.
Take a road trip. You'll come across a couple on some highways.
I'm sure. I just and I haven't even talked on the hot dogs, which are delicious. I mean,
they are.
The thing is, like, hot dogs, like, I don't have hot dogs that much. They're terrible for you. I've only ever had one hot dog that's better, and the place closed down. It was this great place called Swanky Frank's. But fucking Nathan's, man, like, how many places on here can be defined by their hot dog? And
Sonic.
Nah, I don't
Sonic
think so.
has better hot dogs than Nathan's ever could.
I love you. Keep telling yourself that, my friend.
And I will until the day I die.
As for Chipotle, I'm not hostile towards Chipotle. I've just never had it. I'm not a big burrito guy. My sister occasionally left behind some day-old bag of Chipotle chips. I snacked on a couple. They were okay.
I think they're limey, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good word. That might have been what I was tasting.
They're hints of lime, and I don't love those.
Yeah, I just, Chipotle is not really my thing. I'm not angry at it. Way more angry at Clanky right now.
Well, if only you didn't like Nathan's, then we wouldn't.
I'm more angry that Clanky dislikes Nathan's than I am that everybody voted for Five Guys.
Wow.
I
mean, in voting for Five Guys, we didn't say we disliked Auntie Anne's. I
right?
Like Auntie
Yeah,
Anne's.
no.
I think we all said we liked Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, no. Like we're all I think we're all bummed that Auntie Anne's couldn't win the first round because it went up against Five Guys. But this is just mean. This is just like, fuck Nathan's, fuck you.
Like you could bully White Castle. White Castle deserves it, but Nathan's.
What's Nathan's doing to hurt anybody? Is that just a Coney Island extent?
It's only me.
That's fair. We can go into the voting now if you guys are all ready.
Yeah, I think we should.
Because I said, at the very least, I'll get something from Five Guys and have a fine enough time. I just think it's overrated.
Can Clanky goes first? You're absolutely right.
Well, after discussing it with my dear pals, I have to give it to Nathan. No, I'm giving.
all right, he said it. Vote.
No, I'm giving it to Chipotle.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you even like Chipotle?
It's all right.
Not Nathan's.
It's not Nathan's.
I'm not particularly fond of either of these places. I actually kind of dislike both of them, but I know that if I go to Nathan's, there's at least one thing there I'm going to like eating, so I'll go to Nathan's on that one.
Oh.
Taylor.
I vote for whatever Clanky didn't vote for.
All right, that is Nathan's.
Okay, cool.
And
I put Chipotle on this list initially.
And I mean, you have to admit they can make a pretty darn good burrito.
They really can, but
they really can.
Nathan's has those hot dogs, the Coney Island
experience. Would y'all shut up? I'm trying to put in my vote.
You reminded me of those corn dog nuggets.
Taylor, don't make me bring up that Pizza Hut.
I'm just trying to shut up Clanky. I'm just trying to cancel out Clanky.
Look, here,
it's just Chipotle is so good.
Everyone, shut up, please.
You're all being really disrespectful. It's a good. If I didn't already love all of you, then yeah, I'm voting for Nathan's. I know it's just a surprise than anything else, but I have more of a fondness toward their food, especially the early purchase days, and that somehow knocks out Chipotle. Even if I can admit that Chipotle is pretty cool, so I like Panch better even then. So.
And Jeannie for posterity.
Nathan.
All right.
I'm sorry, Clanky.
The moon fell.
Nathan for you.
Kissed on the moon.
Nathan the plan so far is to open a hot dog establishment where they serve bad hot dogs.
Nathan for you.
Jordan, can I get your we're going to steal the moon?
We're going we're going to steal the moon.
Yes.
I gotta be honest with you. I die inside whenever you don't say it after he goes, I pissed on the moon.
The moon fell.
Pissed on the moon.
We're going to steal the moon.
Next, Jesus Christ, next round.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this one will be tough.
Wendy's versus McDonald's, 8 minutes on the clock. I have a sneaking suspicion we might need a little longer.
I think we might.
Ready, set, go. I'd like to start this one. I have eaten at both of these fast food establishments for a significant portion of my life. McDonald's, but all of them all throughout my life, but there are significant portions that were stronger than others. McDonald's, mostly in my early years, probably before I came to North Babylon, I would say, was when I was eating at McDonald's most frequently. And Wendy's was like from the rest of grade school. It was Wendy's go to town on Wendy's. McDonald's has a high nostalgia factor for me because
high nostalgia.
A high nostalgia and a high nostalgia for me because when I was younger, basically whenever I'd come home from school, me and my older brother would get picked up by our mom, and we'd be like, Mom, get us McDonald's, because we're annoying little assholes.
Because you're a child.
Yeah, because
every child does.
I was a child who wanted McDonald's every day, and Mom, she wanted to make us happy so bad. It was so hard for her to say no, so she took us to McDonald's most of the time that we asked.
Did she order one black coffee?
Oh, you said it.
Oh,
I was thinking it.
It got so much that the old lady who worked at McDonald's was able to point us all out by name.
Can I ask really quick a question?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go there for the toy as a kid, or did you go there for the food?
I went there for the food. I went there for the nuggets and the fries. I wanted nuggets and fries really bad.
I always wanted to go for the toy. I never gave a shit about it. Like as a kid, I never gave a shit about the food. I always just wanted to go for the toy.
The toys were neat, but the food was where it was at. It was the chicken nuggies and the fries. With Wendy's, it was my dad who I would often emotionally manipulate to get me Baconators and large fries at Wendy's. And when I think back to it, Wendy's and McDonald's, they're not the same. And like McDonald's has always been higher for me, and it's in nostalgia and in quality of food. It has always been higher, and I always get the same things from each place. I always get a 20-piece chicken McNugget and a large fry from McDonald's, sometimes a 10-piece McNugget. And I always get a double Baconator and large fry from Wendy's. And that's my spiel about Wendy's and McDonald's.
Jordan, is there a reason you channeled your inner Yosemite Sam just then?
Because that's a lot of McNuggets.
20 nuggets is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I get 20 nuggets too.
Yeah, I also get 20 nuggets.
I got the 20 one time, and I forgot how much that would be, and I think I made myself a bit too full.
To be honest, I think I could have a couple more.
Oh, dear Lord.
We have to try the 50 nug challenge at some point.
Oh, Christian, no.
I've done the 50 nug challenge, and I completed it. I was able to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound impossible, but it's like, why would you want to do it? Because then you can't have fries.
It's true.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing really quick, if that's all right?
Yeah.
So, if we were talking like maybe like high school era me, it would be like a really tough decision. But there's one thing that I think that is kind of unforgivable, and I'm just gonna say it. Wendy's fries have gotten worse.
Yes!
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes. Wait, why are we in agreement on this?
Because they have.
They've gotten worse, and that's if we're talking like Wendy's fries from like 5-6 years ago, then I'd probably be voting for Wendy's right now. But because of that, I think I have to give it to McDonald's, because McDonald's fries are just too good, and the 20-piece chicken nugget and their Coke, dude, the Coke from their machines is so good. And I found out recently why that is. It's because they have a trademark to be allowed to freeze the syrup, or not freeze it, but keep it cold along with the fizz.
I'm going to take Clanky's 6 years, and I'm going to say, let's go back even further. Let's go back to before 2010, when Wendy's looked like this.
I know exactly.
Wow.
I don't even need to see it. I'm picturing it in my head.
We call it Yellow Wendy's.
Yeah.
Now,
that was the good old days.
When this was what Wendy's was my favorite fast food place, hands down. My cousin and I, we were obsessed with it. We're like, oh, dude, we're gonna get so many fries. We're gonna fucking get those nuggets. They're fucking drink cups. We're gonna get unlimited refills. It's gonna be amazing. And then you guys heard my argument about the fries. As soon as they started doing those potato skin on sea salts, everything went to shit for me. Yeah. It became a place where you go for the nuggets. And let me say, I think Wendy's has the best fast food nuggets. I still do.
Yeah.
McDonald's wins it out for me.
I will say that they've gotten worse.
Oh yeah, like most of the menu. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had Wendy's in over a year, to be honest. I feel like they taste the same, to be honest.
To be fair, it's been a recent development that their chicken has gotten bad.
Okay, that's scary to hear, because that means Wendy's has nothing of redeeming. I tried their burgers for the first time. They're very... First of all, they never give me the burger I want. They always put cheese on it. I don't really like cheese on my burger.
That's insanity.
Well, I don't like American cheese on my burger. It melds into the meat. I taste nothing but the cheese. The burgers are always dry. I don't know. Christian hyped them up to be a very big deal at one point, and I just I never tasted it that way. The fact of the matter is, Wendy's was the king, and
the other one was the king.
But the thing is, not only was McDonald's always good, McDonald's never changed. McDonald's, listen, McDonald's, if I need to define to someone what I look for in a French fry, I show them a picture of McDonald's fries.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's French fries are so good that it's sinful.
McDonald's fries are very good.
They're so damn good. I used to, as a kid, the nuggets rang a little different. I used to think that the nuggets were slimy as a kid. I don't feel that way anymore. Now I think their texture is fun. I like their shape. I just think their shape is fun and funny.
Like you dip a little fingy in the
Yeah.
And I like the crispiness of the nugget. But I think most surprising to me is, as an adult, I have become really into McDonald's burgers. And I understand why some people might disagree, because it's just it's a sodium-filled burger. You taste the salt with each bite, but it's a good salt, man. I get a triple quarter pounder with onions and pickles, and it is solid. It is tasty. It also raised my cholesterol very high, so I don't get McDonald's as often. I go from every 4 weeks to every 6 weeks at the moment. As I'm trying to be careful, because it is fast food. McDonald's is probably the worst thing for you of everything here, just to guess. But that doesn't matter. McDonald's, listen, we had a song we used to sing as a kid. McDonald's is our kind of place. Hamburgers in your face, French fries up your nose, ketchup between your toes, ice cream in your ears, nuggets in your rear.
What?
I can see why that couldn't catch on.
Well, disgusting.
I ad-libbed those last two. It always ended. It ended in French fries up your nose, ketchup between your nose. But you go, you play in the piss-soaked ball pit while you wait for your food.
You get the song.
You get your Emperor's New Groove toy, even though you don't want to see the movie. It's it's the shit, man. McDonald's is just and you know what it is? They're consistent. They don't let you down.
I had forgotten to mention the McDonald's playpens, which were the fucking shit. They were the greatest things.
Nintendo games at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah.
But sorry, Clanky, you were saying something.
I'm going off of that. This is kind of unrelated, but like, I feel like one thing we kind of touched on it a little bit with Burger King, but we really have been neglecting the mascots of these like places and everything too.
Well.
And, I mean, I know they don't, like, matter too much, but, like, they bring back the memories, and if we're talking about memories, like, I can't deny that, like, seeing Ronald with Bird Girl and Grimace and the Chicken Nugget Gang and, like...
Yeah, we all want to fuck Grimace, I think.
Yeah, like, so true, so true.
Grimace exudes pure sexual energy.
Dude, imagine having to do a fuck, marry, kill with the Burger King, Grimace, and, like, I don't know, Little Caesar or something.
And you do Grimace for all three of them.
How did that go?
I'd be too busy fucking Grimace to do anything else.
How did that go, Clanky?
What?
The F, marry, kill.
Oh, I would marry Little Caesar. I'd fuck the Grimace, and I guess I'd have to kill... No, I'd marry... Alright, I'm killing Little Caesar and marrying the Burger King.
That sounds like a really terrifying relationship, I gotta tell you. I don't want that guy anywhere near me.
The fucking speechless fucking...
I'm automatically put in the monarchy, dude. That's insane.
Those trailers are horror movies, my dude. I mean...
Marry into a fucking...
Listen, and listen, that's not to say Ronald's much better. Ronald is fucking terrifying, and so is all of his gang. Fucking Mayor McCheese. I don't want eyes on my burger. But also,
Hamburglar? That's horrifying.
Also, I had a McDonald's computer game, and I played it.
How can you say that about the McDonald's gang?
They're not my gang.
They shoot people.
Friends. What do you mean? The Grimace and the Hamburglar? And Officer Big Mac?
Officer Big Mac? He was a... No, wait. Mayor McCheese wasn't
Deputy Big Mac.
There was Mayor McCheese, but there was also like an Officer Big Mac.
That's too many sentient burgers, Clanky.
There's never enough sentient burgers.
And to Wendy's credit, Wendy's never... I don't know. I almost appreciate that Wendy's didn't have to go the mascot route.
They had a mascot. Were you kidding me? They had Dave Thomas.
What do you mean?
They had the guy that owned the place.
And Wendy. Wasn't Wendy herself like a mascot?
Yeah, Wendy was one.
I never met her. Did you ever meet Wendy?
Not personally.
I didn't know her name was Wendy. I thought it was like Pippi Longstocking.
I'm really sorry to say this. Who the fuck is Dave Thomas?
He's the guy that founded the place and appeared in a lot of their advertisements until he died in the early 2000s. I remember this.
I never saw one.
Well,
I remember
for you.
Dave Wendy.
Dave Wendy. The thing is, I used to like both of these places as a kid, and I don't really go to either of them anymore. Although I go to McDonald's more frequently because I still like them. The thing about McDonald's is that it's homogenized entirely. You have McDonald's, you have a Big Mac 10 years ago, you have a Big Mac now, it tastes exactly the same. Same with the McNuggets. This works for their fries because it's hard to homogenize potatoes, and they're always going to taste really good. But like, there's the issue with McDonald's with the whole like, okay, is it really meat? Is it really chicken? Is it the slime thing that we've seen or whatever? But it still tastes pretty good, and I just don't have it very often at all. Wendy's has gone way downhill in the last 15 or so years. I don't think I've been back there in 10 years, and I don't want to go back there particularly. McDonald's French fries are such a guilty pleasure, but they're still a pleasure.
Don't feel guilty, man. Feel proud.
I do love both of them. I agree that Wendy's has gone downhill, but oh man, God, do I love McDonald's. It is very much a guilty pleasure, but there is something so incredibly nice about like rolling up to a McDonald's drive-thru and then being handed like a hot thing of like fries.
Yeah, dude, I get that. Like,
and feeling like liberated from like your body for those few moments. Just enjoying those fries. Like,
imagine what it's like if you go high.
Oh, we don't have to imagine.
We don't have to imagine that.
But I do also like Wendy's, but I could just never compare to it. I could never compare, in my opinion.
The Baconator is so delicious, but it just can't compare.
Yeah. All right, seems like it's voting time.
Okay.
Clanky, you're our first vote.
McDonald's.
My turn. Nostalgia puts McDonald's at an advantage, and I think it's lasted the test of time, so I will give it the point. Taylor.
On the one hand, I don't really like Wendy's anymore. On the other hand, McDonald's keeps forgetting my Oreo McFlurry. But McDonald's.
Jordan.
Not even close, Mickey D's, baby.
And Jeannie.
McDonald's.
We got a 5-0.
All right.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Let's go 5-0.
And I really hope you're wrong about those nuggets. I'm going to be very, very disappointed if the only good thing about Wendy's left is dead.
I mean, the Frosties are still good.
Frosties are tasty. I do like the Frosties.
I've never had.
Mm-hmm. Frosties are tasty. I'll give them that.
They are, yeah.
Final round of the first set. In-N-Out Burger versus Chick-Fil-A.
California versus racism. Go.
Not just racism.
Not just racism.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Racism.
Homophobiaism.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Can I start?
Sure, buddy.
So, first of all, like, do they have a great deal of Chick-fil-A's in the New York area?
Yeah.
I tried to order one once, and they canceled it, so I never had it.
Okay. They themselves have been canceled.
There's a few around us that have sprouted up within the last few years, but I genuinely think it's just like a Long Island thing. Like, I haven't really seen. Right. Well, actually, that's not true because I had them. They were in Rhode Island too, but I feel like they've been like in the Northeast and stuff like that. They just weren't on Long Island. So I wouldn't say we have a lot of them. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
He's only saying that because the nearest one from both of us is like 10, 15 minutes from him, but it's like 20, 25 minutes from me. So
it's close to me, so I'm more getting it.
The thing about Chick-fil-A is that, like, okay, I'm saying this as a proud bisexual, but, like, I know that Chick-fil-A's money goes towards nefarious schemes and that they're deeply rooted in Southern racism and Southern homophobia. And all that being said, their chicken sandwich is fantastic. Their waffle fries are absolutely fantastic. They home make their own lemonade. That's always fantastic. Their chicken strips and chicken tenders are pretty good. They do like a hot chicken sandwich that like they season like hell. That's also really good. All their chicken sandwiches come with nothing on them but pickles, and the pickles are just like they're not exactly seeped into the chicken, but there's just enough of a contrast in between them.
Sour or sweet?
Not exactly sweet, like regular pickles, like sandwich slices. It does owe itself to the homogenization thing where, you know, bags of sandwiches are sitting out there for a while, but it's not like the kind of thing where every chicken sandwich looks exactly the same, because obviously, you know, it'll come from different parts of different chickens, and it won't look exactly like an assembly line. They're all over the South Jersey area, and they always have been. So, like, I've had tons of Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, and I know it's a tough sell because there's not a lot in the area, but it's genuinely good fast food, and I wish they liked gays.
I mean, look.
I wish they were open on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah, that kind of goes into their whole like Southern roots and everything too.
Exactly. Not on a day of Christ.
If Chick-fil-A was going against something else, then I think my political bias against it would actually be the deciding vote there. But since it's going against In-N-Out Burger, actually, it doesn't matter what Chick-fil-A's politics are. I still wouldn't vote for it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree though. I mean, listen. I don't feel good. I'm gonna vote for Chick-fil-A. I don't feel good about it.
Yeah,
same.
But
You
I'm
people.
I wasn't a fan of In-N-Out. I've had it twice, and I just don't really care. You know,
I don't get the hype for In-N-Out. I don't get it.
Y'all
I just don't
are
understand why
blind.
Christian. I don't understand why Christian has had it like once or twice and has decided it's the epitome of fast food.
Well, let's hear from Christian about why it's so good.
Because In-N-Out has my favorite burgers from any fast food establishment.
Oh, okay.
It's really that simple. I didn't order anything else for them. I just got burgers and fries, and their fries were good, but it was their burgers that they had the best burgers I've ever eaten in a fast food place.
Are they thin or thick?
They're thin and they're long.
They're okay. Their burgers are pretty good, but they're not like, I wouldn't say like, holy shit, this is such a good, like, I'm not like one to go like, this is such a good
Is that supposed to be me?
No, I wasn't trying to do something. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Also, you're wrong.
I just like
L
I don't
plus
know.
ratio.
I don't know. I just ultimately comes down to I don't get the hype. I've had them. They're okay.
In-N-Out is a West Coast only place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had it once when I went to visit someone in California. I'm not even positive. We went to a place. Pretty sure it was In-N-Out. I don't remember a single thing about it. If it was In-N-Out, I don't remember disliking it. If it wasn't In-N-Out, I don't remember disliking it. Christian, are they my kind of fries? You know what I've been saying.
I don't even remember. I just know that they're good.
Oh.
Jordan, are they my kind of?
I've never had them.
Yeah.
Their fries are okay. I think they're.
Are they golden or are they potato skin?
They're more golden, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're fat fries. Oh yeah, and they come in these fucking. Oh, I fucking love In-N-Out Burger. They come in these little like little containers, like these little things, and you fucking eat out of that, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they look fun. I mean, listen, this is chicken versus hamburger, right? I like hamburger more than chicken.
Okay.
I'm probably more likely, though, to have Chick-fil-A before I have In-N-Out, and that's just a location thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I guess you guys could sell me either way.
Okay.
It really will be the best burger you ever eat at a fast food
won't.
place.
It won't, though. I promise you it won't. I already know it won't.
But the fact that I'm saying that it will be means that it's going to be pretty high up on your list.
But I also feel like if you had it your whole life, that would be one thing. But you've had it like twice.
I haven't had the opportunity to have it, yet the 2 times that I had it in my life have left such an impact that it ranked as one of my favorite fast food establishments.
I just wonder if it's recency bias.
Recency? The last time I had it was last year.
That's
pretty recent. Taylor, do you like waffle fries?
I don't like seasoned fries.
It's not seasoned.
If it's a pure golden waffle fry, then sure.
Then you will like these waffles.
It's not my preferred fry, but like
we have to be honest. They have potato skin on them.
I saw.
Oh,
and I did see that. I will try any fry once. Is my response.
Like these, I think.
And
I think you'd like In-N-Out fries better.
And sometimes that much I can tell you is probably true. And but it also comes down to like Chick-fil-A has other things. They have mac and cheese.
They do.
Is mac
good
and cheese
chicken
any
tenders.
good?
I've never had their mac and cheese.
Yeah, no, listen. All I ever hear is people talking about Chick-fil-A.
They have good milkshakes. Oh my gosh, they have good milkshakes.
Well, I don't. Again,
really good.
That's not.
They had a peach milkshake a while ago.
Their chicken sandwiches are really, really good. Their chicken tenders are amazing.
I will say a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the reason I now like chicken sandwiches as a whole.
That's kind of like what I hear is that like Chick-fil-A, you go for the chicken and everything else is fine.
I would also argue that the waffle fries
are pretty good. Yeah.
They're excellent.
I have a coworker who goes to Chick-fil-A every time she goes to work on Saturday, and she orders the waffle fries, a drink, and the mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A because she's like, oh, I don't really like chicken that much, but I just like these things from Chick-fil-A so much that I have to get it every Saturday.
Well, that's valid.
Are they better than McDonald's nuggets? The chicken.
I think it's better quality of chicken.
I would say that their chicken is better, yeah.
By miles or by a little?
Oh, by miles.
Yeah,
it's just a different experience entirely.
Yeah. The best burger.
I tell you what, let me go last this round.
Okay. Well, actually, it's about time to do voting anyway, unless Clanky, you had something you wanted to add.
No, I'm good.
Clanky, you go first again.
Yeah, like I said, I don't feel good about it, but I'm voting for Chick-fil-A.
It's hard for me to sell anyone on a restaurant that I've only been to twice, but the fact that I put it on here despite going to it twice, I hope can mean something. So I'm going to vote for In-N-Out Burger.
We're saving Taylor for last, right?
Yes, so Jordan, you are next.
Remember, folks, according to the founders of Chick-Fil-A, In-N-Out is only okay if it's between a man and a woman. I'm going with Chick-Fil-A.
That's a good joke.
Thank you. I've been thinking about it for 5 minutes.
Jeannie?
Yeah, I don't feel good about it, but Chick-fil-A.
All right, and Taylor for posterity.
I mean, listen, I think it's a little. This is kind of tough. I think I can safely vote for In-N-Out for 2 reasons. One, they're better politics. 2, I'm a burger guy before I'm a chicken guy. I'll probably if I had access to both regularly, I would see myself getting In-N-Out more often. Even though I'll probably try Chick-fil-A before I have In-N-Out again, I can see myself getting more into In-N-Out.
Happy to have the vote. All right. A 2-3, not the worst way to go.
Wow.
All right, We're done with our timed matches. No more time limit. Instead, what we will do is we will go into the losers bracket, and we will starting off, we have Sonic versus Dunkin. Does anyone have anything they want to say about these two before voting?
I think proceeding forward, we're comparing menu items versus each other.
Yeah. It's hard for me to think of specific menu items for things because I always get the same things from the same places.
No, but that's your menu, right? Yeah. It's like your personal menu. But that's like what I'm saying, like the food you want versus the food that you're not voting for.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just gonna say on one long road going through where I live, I think there's like 6 or 7 Dunkin' Donuts spread out by only half mile each.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I mean probably the same for me.
They're everywhere, man.
Dunkin' I feel like has more variety and it's a good thing because you can get dessert for a party there, you can get your coffee there, you can get hot chocolate and a morning breakfast there too, Whereas
you get Baskin Robbins there.
Yeah, you can get Baskin Robbins while you're there too. I feel like that. Even though I won't put it in the conversation, it's still a very valid point because Baskin Robbins is involved in the Dunkin' experience. But I'm only going to Sonic for a shake and a chili dog. So
chili dog.
Yeah.
And not even the best hot dog you can get at a fast food place too.
Well, I mean it is, but it's all right. I bet if Burger King made hot dogs, they would taste better.
They did at one point.
Oh, don't say that.
It's like saying if McDonald's made pizza, it would be better than fucking Dominos.
No, Burger King sold hot dogs for a period of time. It was a limited menu item. They had grilled dogs.
Have a waiter with the king.
He did tacos. Oh, that was rancid, dude. Their tacos were so bad.
They did tacos, Burger King?
They did tacos. They did dollar tacos. I got one as why not? I might as well try it. And it was a mistake. It was so bad.
Okay.
Very
worse than tacos.
Was it like in SpongeBob where he tries Gary's food and
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
The most important meal of the day. Serving it up.
Gary's away. All right. I'm starting the vote on this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as much as I love my Sonic milkshakes, I like my six-piece hash browns a little bit more. So, Dunkin' it is. Taylor, you're next.
I think if I had Sonic more often and more recently, I could see myself voting for it over Dunkin', but Dunkin' has really never let me down. So Dunkin'.
Jordan.
Back in the mid-2000s, Dunkin' Donut did an ad campaign featuring original songs made specifically for ads by my favorite band, They Might Be Giants, so Dunkin' Donuts.
Nice. Jeannie.
I mean, I'm gonna vote for Dunkin'. I feel bad for Sonic, but...
It's alright, he's getting a third movie.
Oh, good.
Yeah, awesome. And Clanky for posterity.
I'm gonna have to go with Dunkin'.
5-0, baby.
Fucking wipeout to get Sonic off the board.
I also hear that some Dunkin' Donuts, if depending on what town they're in, and what sports team is favorited in that place, a lot of Dunkins will give out free donuts if their team wins.
Yeah, that's happened.
So that's
just
cool.
The Phillies don't win very often.
All right, next round.
All right.
White Castle versus Pizza Hut.
Y'all have a chance to redeem yourself here.
This should be easy.
I would rather. So I'll start the vote unless anyone has anything to say. I'd rather die than eat when White Castle. So I'm gonna go with Pizza Hut.
You don't do that.
Sure.
I feel bad because I like White Castle. I do.
Taylor,
you can enjoy Pizza Hut while you're not high. So Pizza Hut. That's not the reason why, but
it hurts.
I got caught up.
It hurts to see.
Jordan.
If they would have called the movie Harold and Kumar Go to Pizza Hut, then maybe more people would have seen it. Pizza Hut.
Jeannie?
Maybe there'd be more around.
I love White Castle, but Pizza Hut takes this one.
And Clanky for posterity.
I love White Castle, but Pizza Hut takes it.
You two really are meant for each other.
Clearly not. Their Nathan's opinions are so different.
Yeah, that's the deal breaker.
Every relationship has like the rocky path, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, you start every first date with. So, what are your Nathan's opinions?
Yeah, that's.
What are your opinions on the fast food chain Nathan's? And what do you think of their hot dogs?
Well, it's easier if your first date is at a Nathan's.
Yeah, that's true.
Why wouldn't your first date be at a Nathan's?
Why wouldn't your first date be at a Nathan's?
It's a standard first date location.
All right. We got Auntie Anne's versus Chipotle.
Two very different foods.
Yeah, very, very different. We did not get a chance to properly discuss Auntie Anne's because we were talking about Five Guys Burger and Fries so much. So I'd like to open the floor.
I think that's also because of the Battle Royale.
Oh, because we did discuss Auntie Anne's during the Battle Royale. Does anyone have any last thoughts about Auntie Anne's or Chipotle?
Feel good food.
Auntie Anne's is just so good, man.
Auntie Anne's is like Nathan's to me in the sense that like it's a very specific kind of food. I think Auntie Anne's also has hot dogs. Auntie Anne's, listen, you can be very surprised by the amount of items you'll find on an Auntie Anne's menu, and not a one is bad. No. I can get anything from Auntie Anne's and walk away happy.
Lemonade too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Not a big lemonade guy myself, but it's probably good. Again, I've never had Chipotle, so.
In the voting phase, I will start. There's really nothing at Chipotle that I really like that much, and Auntie Anne's pretzels were so goddamn good. I think they use crack in their pretzels or something, and it's got to be fucking some secret ingredient. Auntie Anne's gets the point. Taylor, your turn.
Just go out and snort some Auntie Anne's, man.
All right. Jordan.
Well, Auntie Anne's is probably going to win this bracket, so I'm going to do what I didn't do last time and actually vote for the thing I put on the fucking list, and that's Chipotle, because I love their hot sauce so much. But it's been a noble run, Chipotle.
Jeannie.
I gotta give it to my auntie, and...
Yeah.
And Clanky for posterity.
It's also going to be Auntie Anne's.
This losers bracket is a fucking bloodbath. Holy shit. We have 2 wipeouts and a 4-1. And now, oh no.
The 4-1 was me being nice, honestly.
Yeah, we could have had...
I could have honestly gone 5-0.
Yeah. The last one, Wendy's and In-N-Out Burger. I'd just like to make one more plea for In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger, you may not have had it that much, but think about how much you liked it compared to what Wendy's is now.
Yeah, honestly.
And really think about which place you would rather eat at.
I still think I'd rather go to Wendy's.
Well, yeah. you would rather go suck an egg.
Because am I comparing their burgers? Because Wendy's burgers are still good.
They're still good, but are they in and out?
They don't de-string their onions. They should de-string their onions, because then they'll be flagrantly stuck in my teeth.
You see, my superpower is that I don't like onions, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't like onions either. I'll agree to that. I'll attest to that.
I'm with you, Jordan. Onions are dope.
Onions
they're great.
Suck.
You just gotta de-string them.
Slice
no,
them.
but like just because if there's strings hanging off them, then like it'll take forever to get them out of your teeth, and so you're more struggling than you are like eating.
Yeah, but then you get to keep the flavors.
Well, I made my last plea. I'm ready to vote if everyone else is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger is gonna be a lot like how it behaves in this bracket. It's going in and it's going out. So, Taylor, your turn.
See, this is tough for me because I don't know if the idea of In-N-Out Burger is greater than the memories I had of Wendy's. The thing that's holding me back right now is what Clanky said about the nuggets. The nuggets have deteriorated. I don't know if that's true, but if the nuggets are still good, then I think I might still vote for Wendy's. It's that fear. It's like, I'm not ready to give up on Wendy's entirely. Like, I know it's never going to be as good, but that's not to say I'll never order from it again. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd like In-N-Out more. It's creepy. It's crazy. Listen, I think I'm going to vote for Wendy's nostalgically.
Fuck it! No, it's okay.
Okay. Look, I gotta be honest. Next time I have a moment in LA to actually do things where I'm not running, I genuinely want to go to an In-N-Out because I want to say that I've had it and I want to actually have an opinion on it. And even without having an opinion on In-N-Out versus having an opinion on Wendy's, I am still going to vote for In-N-Out because I do not like Wendy's.
We're still in it. We're still in it. We're still in it. Jeannie, your vote.
Wendy's.
Clanky, please.
Oh, I know this is going.
I'm just it's Wendy's.
Son of a bitch.
Poopy.
You know, Christian, this is going to hurt even more to say. Almost wanted to change my vote.
Too late.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep going.
No, I said almost for a reason.
No, it's great because now I know that I'm in Christian's will for that.
Absolutely. Jordan gets 50 good boy points for voting for In-N-Out.
As soon as I try it, maybe we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm happy that's the reason. That's part of the reason it lost was because you haven't tried it yet. So.
Well, I haven't tried it yet. That wasn't a fucking excuse for me.
Maybe I did. Let's say I've had theoretical In-N-Out for right now.
Yeah. Holographic In-N-Out, my favorite. All right, so back in the winners bracket, we've got starting off, Shake Shack versus Domino's.
Oh fuck.
The voting order has changed again. Taylor will be the first one to vote.
Oh god, this is tough.
I got it. This is... I don't know. Is it that hard? I mean, listen, this is the same thing, right? Is like...
It's hard for me.
Every time... It should be so easy to vote for Domino's. And all I think about is, are they going to get my order right this time? It's tough. But, like, I don't know. Also, you know, Shake Shack is fine. You know, I can get better burgers and fries. I can also get better pizza, though. Domino's.
Domino's. Okay.
Jordan, your turn.
At the end of the day, I have to look at these two and go, which one of these is actually something resembling good? And I have to give it to Shake Shack.
Jeannie.
I love Domino's. It really got me through college. Like I'm like not even exaggerating, but I have to give it to Shake Shack because I really
Clanky.
Oh man, that's tough.
It is, right?
This is like a matchup that you don't expect. When you get to it, it's like, wow.
Yeah, you don't think it's going to be a tough decision.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I guess I'd have to give it to Shake Shack.
I'll give my vote for posterity. I've had Domino's way more than I've had Shake Shack. I honestly haven't had Shake Shack enough to really take an impression from it. I remember liking their soda. But
yeah, their soda's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna
you base
go with
a lot
Domino's.
of these based on your soda orders, I've noticed.
It is an important and underrated part of the fast food experience.
Yeah, well, how much ice are they gonna fucking kill it with?
Hey,
that's true. The ice is a big question. That's why I like when you get to put your own ice in, because then you get to put the perfect amount, which is like 4 or 5 cubes, because you don't need more than that.
No, you really don't.
So, like,
if you get places where you can just have your run of the fountain and you can mix Sprite and Coke and make Sproke.
Yeah, you can mix like Dr. Pepper and like Mr. Pibb or whatever and call it Diet Dr. Nasty.
Or like half a glass of root beer and half a glass of Dr. Fizz from Drake and Josh.
Fizz.
I want to have a drink. I want to have a drink place that serves fake drinks, like theoretical fictional drinks. That'd be great.
Like RC Cola.
Yeah, RC Cola's not real.
I want a Duff beer.
I do want a Duff beer, honestly. I was thinking one day we do like a we do a drink tier list with non-alcoholic drinks and one with alcoholic drinks, and we just sort of compare those two. Burger King versus Taco Bell.
I know how this is going to go.
I have a feeling I know how this is going to go. I probably won't agree.
Well, Taylor, you're the first to vote.
Okay, well, look, I mean, I had Burger King way more often back in the day. I don't have it as much now. But, Burger King has never upset me. Burger King, to me, was always, the middle of the road. They never made my favorite version of anything, but nothing they had was inherently bad, either. Their fries were good. Their burgers were good. Their nuggets are good. I find their nuggets...
the nuggets are really good.
The nuggets have a nice addictive quality. But they're not as good as McDonald's. Listen, it's ultimately no contest. I'm just not a taco guy, and I still don't. Taco Bell still doesn't make sense to me, and also Taco Bell killed Pizza Hut, so I'm mad at it. So Burger King.
Jordan.
Have what will inevitably be a 3-2 loss with the King.
That's a vote for Burger King.
It's a vote for the King.
Taco Bell. No.
The King.
The King.
That's what the guy in the ad sounds like. I don't know if you remember.
Does he talk?
No. This was when they just brought back that mascot. The VO guy was like,
"Have breakfast with the King. Wake up with the King."
It was a narrator.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Jeannie.
Christian, what am I voting for?
Are you voting for Taco Bell?
Yes, Christian, put it down.
Clanky, what are you voting for?
This is tough, but I'm giving it to Burger King.
Bravo.
Oh. And I'm giving it to Taco Bell.
Wait.
Can I just want to say really quick, it's just because, there are times when I say to myself, I really don't want Taco Bell today. But I've never said that about Burger King. I'm always in the mood for Burger King.
Right.
Always in the mood for you.
I think Clanky being the biggest Burger King fan here is surprising.
Five Guys burgers and fries.
This isn't nice because Clanky is going to use Five Guys as an excuse to shit all over Nathan's.
Listen, I will not say a single thing about Nathan's this entire round, and that's a promise.
All right, okay. Taylor, you go first.
I'll keep you to that.
I vote for Nathan's. Whatever. I like Nathan's is better, but whatever. Who cares? You're gonna just vote for Five Guys, so just do your thing.
Yeah, I have to say this is insanely tough for me. But
oh shit.
You see, the thing is that Nathan's you find at rest stops. Five Guys you can find in shopping centers, and there are a lot more shopping centers near to me than there are rest stops, and also slightly better product. I know that Nathan's will probably dominate the loser bracket, but I have to vote for Five Guys.
I don't know that.
I think it probably will.
If it loses, look what it's going up against.
All right, Jeannie.
I'm going to give Nathan the vote because I know Clanky's going to vote for Five Guys, and I want to spite him.
Thank you, Jeannie. That's the nicest thing you've said all day.
A vote out of spite. I mean, it's happened in the yearlies before, so I can't...
Oh, yeah.
I think we could become great friends.
I think we could become grapefruits.
Is it my vote?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
Five Guys Burgers and Fries is a delicious, yummy restaurant, and I love their food. And Nathan's.
You said you would not say a thing about Nathan's.
And I continue. Hold on, listen to me. And Nathan's.
He didn't say anything bad.
And Nathan's.
Not anything bad. I did not say anything about Nathan's.
The words are cursed when they come out of his mouth.
It's like I'm trying to talk, but nothing's coming out.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
I tried to fuck. That was good.
And my vote, unsurprisingly, is going to Five Guys because I think Nathan's hot dogs taste like dog water, and we're going to submit our score.
If it's not Clanky, Christian, then Christian, you're not gonna. You're a lot more subtle with your Nathan's dissing, but you've been doing it too.
Because I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm glad that Christian said what I couldn't.
Yeah. I just.
This hurts so much more than when you and Nick Clanky co-op beat up Borderlands 2.
All right.
Say?
At least it wasn't a Mario game.
It's true. McDonald's versus Chick-Fil-A.
Okay, I think we all know what's about to happen. So let's just.
I think so too, but I'm curious where Jordan's going to go with it.
So let's start with Taylor.
Okay, I mean McDonald's.
Jordan.
Of the two, the better food and the more consistent good meal to me is Chick-fil-A.
Jeannie.
McDonald's, no question.
Yeah.
Clanky.
McDonald's.
And my vote is going to go to McDonald's.
That's that's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
That's one where the politics might have had a sway in the order of that one.
Yeah. But hey, let's see how it does against Dunkin.
Oh my God, no, Dunkin.
I will go as far as to say I'm doing my best to kind of just associate the food, but I get that it's tough to ignore.
Chick-fil-A is hard.
To be fair, I am also thinking about the food, but I think I genuinely enjoy McDonald's.
I mean, well, yeah, that's.
Yeah. I mean, I get it if you can't overlook it either way.
Yeah.
I also just like McDonald's more. I'm also.
Also McDonald's is better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
All subjective here at the year.
I mean, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Jordan.
No, it's okay.
No. But I say that I've never had Chick-fil-A. Maybe I'll have Chick-fil-A and it'll be the greatest thing ever.
We'll go honestly. I'll indoctrinate you into my my homophobic tendency.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's a lose-lose, right? Because if I don't like Chick-fil-A, whatever. If I do like Chick-fil-A, then I have to like fucking be a part of their values.
Well, it's funny because one time I was in New York with my friend Jack, and Jack is openly gay, and we were like figuring out what to do for food, and we were just seeing what was still open, and we both almost went into Chick-fil-A, and I almost made him get Chick-fil-A, and we ended up not doing it, thank God. But like that would have been really awful if I was just force feeding him Chick-fil-A.
It would have been a power move to just walk in, just be like, I'm gay and I'm gonna eat where I fucking want, and I'm gonna eat a Chick-fil-A.
We have ways of making you talk. Do you know what this is? This is a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
I will say, though, there is a place right by where I used to work in Philadelphia that has the single greatest chicken sandwich I have ever had. And it's local, it's black-owned, and it's the exact opposite of everything Chick-fil-A stands for. And I love Chick-fil-A, but I love that place, too.
Yeah. And it's not to say that... Like, Chick-fil-A does have good food. I do have to give it to them there.
Well, that's the thing. That's where Chick-fil-A versus Dunkin' is going to become an interesting bout. So, Domino's versus Wendy's.
Shouldn't be that hard, guys.
Jordan starts the vote.
Okay. I'm not putting much energy into this one at all. Domino's easily.
Nice. Jeannie?
Domino's.
Clanky?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Domino's too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it to What Domino's.
And What Domino's?
What Domino's?
It's Waluigi's favorite place.
And Taylor for posterity?
If it was 2007, Wendy's in a landslide. Now it's 2022, and it's the exact opposite. Domino's.
5-0.
We're getting a lot of 5-0s today.
Wow.
All right, this one's gonna hurt. No matter what happens. Taco Bell versus Auntie Anne's.
Ooh,
listen.
That is tough.
Here's what I'm going to say. Auntie Anne's is full of love, and by everyone's definition, Taco Bell is there to hurt you.
Taco Bell has given me. If Auntie Anne's is full of love, then Taco Bell is full of chemicals, and those chemicals make my brain go, yes, more Taco Bell. And I love it. I love their processed food.
And
so
also,
much.
ow, my stomach. But
well, it hasn't affected my stomach nearly as bad as it used to, honestly. So, like, honestly, lately Taco Bell has been on really good rapport with me. I think they've honestly gotten a lot better. And if we're judging fast food places based off how they are now, I think that's important to keep in mind. Anyway, Jordan, start off the vote.
Guys, just think about this for 1 second. Auntie Anne's.
Okay. Jeannie?
I have to admit that I love Taco Bell, but it does hurt me every time I eat it. And I do often not eat it because it does hurt me. But Auntie Anne's has never hurt me. And for that, I do have to give it to Auntie Anne's.
Clanky?
I'm so okay with Auntie Anne's winning, but I have to vote for Taco Bell.
And I'm okay with Auntie Anne's winning too because it's gonna win. So I'm good, but I'm gonna give Taco Bell another vote.
Mm-hmm.
And Taylor.
I'll give it 0 seconds. Auntie Anne's.
Thank you, Taylor.
See you later, Taco Bell. See you later, Space Taco Bell. All right, Taylor, choose your baby. Nathan's versus Pizza Hut.
This hurts. This really does hurt.
Nathan's versus Pizza Hut.
No, it doesn't. This one's easy peasy.
Shut up!
This one's honestly kind of easy for me.
Jordan, start us off.
Oh, mean today, Clanky.
I'm sorry.
This one hurts me because both of these places are very near and dear to my heart. But one of these places is very much a niche kind of where you are in a given point kind of place. And the other one is like you can go 20 minutes and pick something up and it'll be there and it'll be delicious. And I have to give it to Pizza Hut.
I'm sorry, which one was which in that analogy?
Nathan's I only really find at like rest stops and like special occasions and like just little corners of the earth. And Pizza Hut, there's 120 minutes from me.
Okay. I fucking am so envious.
All right, Jeannie, your turn.
I mean, I have to give it to Pizza Hut. I really do like Pizza Hut more, but I do like Nathan's.
Oh yeah, same.
Clanky, dare I ask?
Yeah, it's actually going to be Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Controversial choice I'm going to make here. I'm going to vote for Pizza Hut.
Yes.
And Taylor.
I think the most painful thing about me having to pick Pizza Hut over Nathan's every time is that this is a 5-0, and that really undermines how much I appreciate Nathan's. It really does.
Same.
This sucks, but I fucking adore Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
5-0. Submit.
Fare thee well, Nathan's. Fare thee well.
See you later, Space Nathans.
I want you to know he just did like that evil like finger thing and like looked at me with a devious look. And I needed to share with you because it was really rude.
Clanky just flipped off Nathan's.
And
we had a very sad moment there, Clanky.
Wait, what are you, 12?
No, I think he did. I think he did the thing where you like you have like your hands together and your fingers are like touching.
Think of a Mr.
I literally cannot see.
You know what it is?
Think of a Mr. Burns excellent. That's basically what I did.
Yeah, okay, that's a good description of it. I was about to turn on my camera. I was like, I'll show it. But
what is Clanky not telling us? That like one time he asked his mom to pick up McDonald's, she came back with Nathan's, and his life was never the same again.
Yeah, and then the hot dog ate his family.
There used to be a Nathan's by us, and maybe this Nathan's in particular just sucked. But I've never gone to that Nathan's and said, "Wow, I enjoyed the meal that I was served."
This is off topic. But the answer is probably no. But Clanky, you ever been to Windmill Hot Dogs in the Jersey Shore?
No, I haven't.
I'd recommend it. They've actually got a really nice quality of hot dog, and they're similarly fast foody, but they're like along the North Shore, of the Jersey Shore. So.
And maybe like if I have a Nathan's in the future, I won't like hate it. But I've only ever been to that one Nathan's on 10 minutes away from me or whatever, and maybe it just sucked, but I never liked it.
The fact that you keep calling their fries mushy is what's confusing to me. I've never had a mushy Nathan's fry.
I feel like the fries that I always had from Nathan's were mushy.
Maybe they were sitting out too long.
Let me just say again, if you guys are ever in the year 2007, head up to Norwalk, and this place will still be open. It's called Swanky Frank's. They take a hot dog, they cut it right down the middle, lay it flat on the grill to let all the greases and juices soak up, put it in a nice toasted bun. It is the greatest hot dog I've ever tasted. And I will say, Nathan's doesn't even come close in that regard. But that place is gone. And therefore, Nathan's currently stands as the best hot dog.
Yeah, although I will say, Taylor, you as well would like the Windmill in North Jersey.
I would try it. I want to try more specialize in hot dog places.
Yeah. Well, it's also like the North Jersey specializes in like a natural casing kind of hot dog. Like there's like a snap when you bite into it, and it's like really cool. So.
Oh, you know what? I can almost understand what you mean by that, and I want to try it.
Oh, you'd love it. Well, again, if you're ever in a town by the Jersey Shore, we'll have a fun time of it.
Bring Pauly D.
No, they're actually from Brooklyn.
Jersey Shore.
They're from Brooklyn.
How about you from Brooklyn?
Yeah,
why don't we do Chick-Fil-A versus Dunkin and just get this over with?
Yeah.
So I can sleep easy.
Is it that easy? I'm just curious.
Oh no, this I don't know. I'm not excited for this vote. Jordan, you start.
At least it's okay for me to be bisexual on Sundays. For what may be the final time, I have to go Chick-Fil-A.
Jeannie.
I'll give it to Dunkin.
Yeah.
Clanky.
I'm also giving it to Dunkin.
Yeah.
Long live the king. Because I'm giving it to Dunkin.
I mean, it's not like it needed a Mufasa ending. I mean, they clearly hate gay people.
Yeah, so. Exactly.
They're more like the Scar in this situation, because I don't think Scar was very fond of Timon and Pumbaa.
It's like if Mufasa just did like a little kickflip and threw Scar off the cliff instead.
Yeah, that would have been a great movie.
Yeah.
But it ended pretty quickly, though.
Yeah. Taylor, by the way.
You know, since my vote doesn't matter, I almost want to vote against Dunkin' because have you guys ever seen Jack and Jill?
No.
Thank God I haven't.
Gino.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I think the fact that commercial exists in any capacity at all, I know.
Taylor.
It's Dunkin'. It's Dunkin'.
Burn this.
I used to think that was an actual commercial that was on the air.
I mean, it might as well be. It's not Dunkin' anymore.
Not Al anymore.
I'm sorry, it's not Al anymore. It's Dunk.
Dunk.
And then why is it not Dunk Pacino? Why is it Dunkuccino?
It's an Adam Sandler movie. There's no reason for the puh.
I know, but that movie is what made me stop watching Adam Sandler movies, and I used to love Adam Sandler movies.
Showing that movie to people is how you start a villain arc. Like, that's how you start someone going down the war path.
I didn't see him again until Uncut Gems.
Story.
At least once.
True story. When that movie came out, I shit you not, this actually happened. When that movie came out, I'm a frequent watcher of the show Survivor. I have been all my life. And the Survivor season that was happening when that movie was coming out, there was a reward challenge where the winning team go to a Survivor movie theater and get a screening of the landmark film Jack and Jill.
Oh my God!
And that is so evil.
And so they had to feign enjoying it. So like you saw these people laughing but there was one the one contestant named Sophie who ended up winning, who was she's very blunt, and so you could just see shots of her in the background looking absolutely mortified by the entire ordeal, and just as everyone else was laughing, you just heard going, "No, this isn't funny. This isn't good at all."
Jill, you got Al Pacino's number. You gotta call him. Oh, he just wants to play Twister with your sister.
It's a good thing that she ended up winning the season, because that's not a thing that anybody would want to go off on.
Can't wait.
I went on an island, saw Jack and Jill.
Auntie Anne's versus Domino's.
Oh.
The new voting order we're starting back with Jeannie.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'll say this is hard for me.
It's hard for a lot of us.
I'm gonna pick Domino's, but I'm sad. Still.
Clanky.
It sucks, I guess, but I do have to give it to Domino's.
And I hate to make it pretty anticlimactic. I love Auntie Anne's. I love their pretzels. My vote goes to Domino's. Taylor.
I guess if it doesn't, Domino's.
And Jordan.
Good night, sweet prince. 5-0. Domino's.
Damn.
5-0.
And you know what? It's like Domino's doesn't deserve to win this round 5-0.
Yeah, it's like the tragic end to an underdog story.
Yeah. All right. This one will hurt just a little bit. Whoever went through lunch, someone's getting hurt here. Jeannie, why don't you start us off?
Pizza Hut.
Clanky.
Pizza Hut.
All right, I see where this is going. I'm going to vote for Dunkin'. Taylor?
To quote the great Craig Robinson, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
That is true. He has started appearing in Pizza Hut commercials, and it's sweet. Jordan?
Given the anxiety attack of that moment in Penn Station, I still have to say the pizza was pretty damn good. Pizza Hut.
And I got to eat Jordan's leftovers.
Well,
yes,
at least
you did.
It wasn't 4-0.
Wasn't it really good?
I had to pick off your peppers. I really don't like peppers.
Phooey.
All right. Here we are with Shake Shack versus Burger King back in the winner's bracket. Jeannie still starts us off.
Shake Shack.
Clanky.
I love the mushroom burger though. It's so tough.
That's what's making this tough for me too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I have to give it to Burger King.
Okay.
Based off my 2 experiences, I just kind of have I think a bias currently towards Burger King, so I'm going with Burger King. Taylor.
Oh Jesus! Is it selfish if I ask for you to come back to me again?
We can move on to Jordan. Jordan, what's your vote?
Quality wise, I think Shake Shack is a huge step up, and I have to give it to them.
All right, Taylor, you are now the deciding vote.
Fuck, man! Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
It's like I don't find either of these places exceptional, but I can have a good time with either. I definitely had more fun with Burger King as a kid than I do now, but I'm wondering if even now Burger King is better. I don't know. I got Shake Shack a couple of weeks ago, and maybe it just wasn't a good round of mushroom burgers. I guess I ultimately choose to get Shake Shack more.
Ooh.
And it's like, I'm going to feel terrible about it tomorrow. I really don't like this, and I really could change my vote tomorrow. I think today I'm going to vote for... No! Wait! I don't know!
I'm sorry.
This is really tight.
Choose what you know is right. Choose what you know the right
Yeah,
answer.
don't worry about anybody's...
I'm going to lay out the food items. All right. I like Burger King's burgers better. I like Burger King's nuggets better.
Yeah, okay.
Shit, man. Okay, you know what? I think I overall like some items on Burger King more than... Even though Shake Shack's got that mushroom burger.
Yeah,
just one item, man.
I think Burger King...
It was tough for me, too.
I think if you take away the mushroom burger, Shake Shack's not all that great.
Okay.
Burger King. Wow, that was hard.
Burger King.
I honestly, I was about to say Shake Shack when I stopped myself to think again. I think that was the hardest vote I've ever had in any one of these brackets.
Submitting the scores now.
Holy shit! Wow.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow it could
it's
be
okay.
Shake Shack.
It's okay. I'm
Shake Shack more. It's
Shake Shack could make a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, seeing as who it's going against, it's unlikely.
Yeah, we'll get to that. First of all, Five Guys Burgers and Fries versus McDonald's. Jeannie, start us off.
McDonald's. I know. I'm sorry.
Clanky.
Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
I don't know what to pick. I don't know.
You know.
By just a hair on how... I'm just rolling on a feeling here. When I think of both these restaurants, I just think of a feeling, and that feeling has led me to Five Guys Burger and Fries.
Yeah.
Taylor.
that decision is ultimately going to be the death of McDonald's.
And did you?
But I'm going to vote for
McDonald's?
But I am going to vote for McDonald's anyway, and trust that Jordan, in some crazy twist of fate, will come back as the unsung hero who saves McDonald's.
Taylor, I love you, but it's not going to happen. Five Guys.
Miracles.
It was
If you put a monkey in front of a typewriter, it'll eventually write Shakespeare, but that doesn't mean you'll be alive for it to happen.
Guys, I think Taylor just called me a monkey.
Taylor.
No. I'm referring to the concept of a
Dude,
miracle.
I'm okay. I know.
So that was definitely the tightest round for me in terms of what Five Guys was going up against. Five Guys going against anything else is a surefire for me. All right, so let's do our losers rounds. First of all, Shake Shack versus Pizza Hut.
This one's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
All right, the voting order has changed once again. Clanky, you are the first to vote.
Oh, thank goodness.
Shake Shack.
I'm going to go Pizza Hut. Oh, Taylor, yes.
I imagine Aristotle once said no one out pizzas the Hut. So
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Jordan.
I think that
one of these places has changed a bit in the last 15 years, and one has probably improved in the last 10 or so years. And for the improvement, I have to give it to Shake Shack and tie it up.
We've been on the same side for so long, Jordan.
All right, Jeannie, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm sorry. It's got to go to Shake Shack.
Oh, no. Really?
That was not my intention.
Ooh.
Oh. And you know what the worst part is like, I know how, like, not non-malice that vote was.
Yeah, it's tough. But I love them both, but...
That hurt.
Yeah. Let's go to another one that might sting a little bit.
Oh.
McDonald's and Domino's.
This one does sting too, but not as much. It's my vote, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's.
And as much as I love Domino's cheesy bread so much, yeah, I'm giving it to McDonald's too. Taylor, your turn.
I feel like this is the only one where I can stop pretending that Domino's is good and just vote for McDonald's.
All right, McDonald's already won. Jordan.
Fuck it, it's not even a hill worth dying on anymore. I'm going with McDonald's.
And Jeannie.
Ow! McDonald's.
All right.
It's like once you put something of like substantial quality on there, it's like it doesn't matter how many times I've had Domino's. It's like,
yeah.
Well, now everyone's gonna put their money where their mouth is. Shake Shack versus McDonald's. Still starting with Clanky.
I'm gonna give it to Shake Shack.
And I am gonna give it to McDonald's. Taylor.
I'm giving it to McDonald's.
Jordan.
Quality, baby. Shake Shack.
Oh my god.
Jeannie, you are the tiebreaker again.
Jeannie, I understand what you had to do with Pizza Hut. I feel like this one's easier.
I mean, I love McDonald's, but
oh
God,
my God.
I have to give it to Shake Shack though.
Wow, I didn't
wow.
I didn't see that coming.
I need to eat at Shake Shack
I love
more.
McDonald's, but Shake Shack is objectively better.
Wow.
I need to eat at Shake Shack more. What the fuck?
You do.
Well, I mean, it's all subjective. I don't need to eat at Taco Bell more. I don't need to eat at Five Guys more.
Yeah. Then you have to eat at Six Guys.
It's not a bad idea.
Guys.
Six Guys. Tacos and ties.
I like to eat at Four Guys. We ate one of them.
Now we have Burger King versus Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Clanky, you start us off.
Yeah, it's been a good run with the King, but I have to give it to Five Guys.
I'm going to give it to Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Taylor.
Pierre's Burger King.
Said Burger King. Jordan.
One of these is a standard fast food place. The other is a premium fast food place that I would go to more often now than when I was a kid. Have a blowout with the King. I'm going with Five Guys.
And Jeannie.
Five Guys. No question.
Not even
No
close.
question.
Sorry, Taylor.
Well, it's either going to be Burger King or Shake Shack in the final round.
Rematch.
Burger King versus Shake Shack. The order has changed. I am starting off the vote. Between these two, again, I just haven't eaten at Shake Shack enough to really care about it. I just don't care about Shake Shack. I don't know why. So I'm going to go for Burger King. Taylor.
This I can do Shake Shack safely. Wait.
All right.
Wait. How did I... Wait, what the fuck just happened?
You just changed your mind.
Wait a second.
So you couldn't do it before, but you can do it now?
2 rounds ago, this was the hardest thing in the world.
And then suddenly...
Why did Shake Shack just come out of my mouth? Wait.
Yeah, so...
No, let's not wait, because that means it'll win this time. I'm going to go...
Wait, no,
No,
Taylor...
hang on. I genuinely need to think on this. Why did I do that?
Poopy.
Why did I, guys? I gotta level
Because
with
deep
you.
down your gut knows.
Because you didn't level it. You didn't level out the playing field like you did last time. You said yourself that you liked Burger King's fries and burgers more.
And nuggets, I believe.
But you know what? Shake Shack is the only thing I think capable of maybe beating Five Guys. So Shake Shack.
Wow. All right, Jordan.
Actually, I lied before. My first time eating Shake Shack was not in Philadelphia. My first time eating Shake Shack was in center field at Citi Field where the New York Mets play. And even then, it was delicious. Shake Shack, baby.
Jeannie.
Shake Shack.
And Clanky for posterity.
It was gonna be Burger King.
Mm.
Wow. What a comeback.
Yeah.
What a comeback. Which means this is a battle royale for the ages, this final. Oh my
For Five
God.
Guys Burgers and Fries versus Shake Shack. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say before we go into this final one?
You can't lose with either of these two.
It's true.
Yeah.
I can.
If no one has anything else to add, I will vote first. My final vote will go to Five Guys Burger and Fries. Taylor.
I wonder what's gonna win, Shake Shack.
You
Sure.
do wonder, Taylor, but I'm going to do something controversial. I look at these two, and I think, which one would I go to more often? Five Guys, as we've discussed, is a little greasier, a little worse for you. The cheese is sort of everywhere. Shake Shack is manageable, cleaner cut fries. Folks, I'm going to vote for Shake Shack.
Jeannie.
I mean, you can't, like you said, you can't lose with Five Guys.
Clanky, you are the final vote. And it is the tiebreaker.
God, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I really like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. I'm sorry. It has to go to Five Guys.
Okay. And I figured it would, but
It was so close, though. Like, I was like, my heart was thumping in that last.
I almost, can I tell you? Actually,
I'm gonna submit the scores.
We don't have a rhythm bot, but what I almost wanted to do while we waited for what was essentially who was going to get that final marshmallow. I wanted to play Total Drama Island when they're like giving out the last marshmallow, but like specifically like the epic music where it's like.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like when Chris is like pointing at both of them, like trying to decide who's gonna get it.
I'm going to submit the scores.
Wow.
Now.
I mean, listen.
I will say, Taylor,
exactly
we ended up on the same side again.
But it was much more tense than I think any of us could have anticipated there.
Yeah.
I honestly, I mean, you say that, but I knew that Five Guys was going to win the final
I feel
round.
like
I just
Jordan-
wanted to give that to Shake Shack anyway.
I feel like Jordan and Jeannie were my friends during this, and Clanky and Christian just picked on me the whole time.
What did I do? I mean, I hate Nathan's, but other than that, what did I do?
Yeah, and that's enough.
Nathan's
That's enough
more like
to just...
no thins.
Hey,
Nathan's
is
more
cool.
like no thanks.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so our standings. Let me end the tournament. Five Guys Burger and Fries at number 1. Shake Shack coming in at respectable number 2, and Burger King coming in at number 3.
Yeah, that is the biggest shock of this entire thing.
Burger King
Not a shock
beat
to me.
McDonald's.
Yeah, that's wrong to me.
As it should be. As it should be. Yes.
Pizza Hut and Domino's both tied for 5th place. That is so
But you know what
fitting.
tracks?
Yeah, that is so fitting.
I was hoping Pizza Hut would do a tad better, but I mean, it made it pretty
how
far.
it is. And then Auntie Anne's, Dunkin, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Chick-Fil-A, Nathan's, Chipotle, Sonic, In-N-Out Burger, and White Castle at the bottom, where it belongs.
Oh, poor White Castle.
Wait, every single one? Oh, sorry, you were doing the order. I thought those all tied for the same place.
Oh no.
But I do want to say that, like, you know, of all of the ones that I put in honorable mentions that are sort of regional ones, the one that I wish that all of you guys would be able to enjoy would be a Rita's Water Ice.
Dude, we have Rita's here.
You do?
Yeah, we have Rita's here.
And do you approve?
I love their ice cream. Their ice cream's delicious.
Oh, I should have put that on there then.
Shit, I've never eaten there.
Like Italian ice. So.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not a big fan of Italian ice.
Well, I love Italian ice.
Says the Italian.
Yeah, says the Italian.
I'm more of a Dippin' Dots kind of guy myself. So.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Ballparks.
Dippin' good.
Wake up with the king.